Zoom can now hear us, not Zoom, Twitch. Hello, Twitch. How you doing, Twitch? Glad you all can hear us. What's up, everybody? Happy Sunday. You guys, welcome. I'm your tech tonight. I am Annie Dies a Lot. We have an awesome special for you. That's right. Alisha Rayne is in the room. Her friends are all here. We got a really fun show. But before we get it officially going, let's go over a few things. Let's do it. How can we make this show go nice and smoothly? Well, I mean, the best way to do it is if you're in the Zoom room, go ahead, turn on those mics and cameras. Now's a great time to do that, you guys. Definitely helps if we can hear you, if we can see you. Understand if you don't want that. A lot of people like to stay anonymous on the internet. That being said, if you choose that, go ahead, use those reaction buttons down at the bottom of your screen. Still lets us gauge if you're having fun or not. And Twitch, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. YouTube as well, thank you guys. If you guys want to come be a part of the room, you are all absolutely welcome. Just go to kocomedy.com, sign up for the email. You'll receive the links for all of our shows, including this one. That's right. Come do it. Sometimes we have Zoom exclusive shows. Sometimes we have specials. You guys, we've got some really fun stuff coming up this week. That's right. We've got it. It's happening right after this show. Stay tuned, you guys, because Casey McNeil is back with his regularly scheduled Sunday show. It's going down after this one. Tomorrow, it's happening. Sammy Obeid is back, and with Sammy Cuts, the hour's budget. It's going to be all news material, you guys. That's not right. That's right. There it is. Yeah, Sammy Obeid will be here with a whole new month's worth of material. It should be a lot of fun. 7 p.m. Pacific, directly following Chirping Bird Comedy. Oh my God, you guys, so many awesome shows. Come hang out with us. Right there, kocomedy.com. But if you're busy and you're like, man, I can't physically be there, virtually be there in the Zoom room, you can listen or hang or just watch over on Twitch at twitch.tv/comedyhub. You can also find us over on YouTube. Yeah, Unknown 420 is always hanging out. How you doing tonight, Unknown 420? It's great to see you. Also, the world's worst AI comedian is always in the Twitch room. He sucks. That's right, Laughing Larry. If you want to talk to him, you can just leave a message at Laughing Larry AI, and then go ahead, say what you want to say, drop it in the chat. He will respond. It's not going to be any good, but he'll do it. He'll talk back to you. He will do it. Let's see. Yes, Jinda is in the room. For those of you that don't know Jinda, he's going to find things that you say and add penis to the end of it. He doesn't mean anything by it. It's an inside joke. You guys can all share it with us now. Am I going to tell you what the joke is? No, just enjoy it. Just sit back and enjoy it. All right, you guys. What else do we have for you? Oh, you guys, we have some really awesome comedians for you tonight, and you are all so welcome. It's a free show. That being said, we don't say no to donations. No, no, no. You can donate. We take Venmo at ko-comedy. We also take PayPal, kocomedyshows@gmail.com. And if you're over on Twitch, you guys, we take those bits as well. And we don't just take your money. We're going to go ahead. We're going to give you a shout out when you donate to the show. That's right. We're going to put your name right up here on the screen where my face is. It's going to replace it. So go ahead. Also, you guys, donations aren't everything. We're not like money hungry here. We do want you to support everyone you see, though. Listen, during everybody's sets, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to flash their Instagram handles, both on my screen and down in the chat. Give them a follow. If you missed it, go ahead. Send me a DM. I'm always picked last in the chat. You guys, I'll get you their information. I'll get you their Instagram information. Follow them. It helps a lot. You can see when they have upcoming shows. You can see if they've got new content that they've put out. You can help boost the algorithm. You guys, we can all do a little bit something to help our friends get their algorithms boosted. Let's go. Let's go. And the last thing, everybody, that we ask for everyone to do is enjoy the show. This is a comedy show. You should be having fun, you guys. You should be having fun. If you're not, just get out of here. All right, you guys, it is that time. I'm going to bring up your host tonight. You guys, give it up for A.A. Ron.
Yeah. Right, thank you. Appreciate it. Welcome to KO Comedy's Alisha, Rayne, and Friends show. This is going to be great, isn't it? Yes, it is. Oh, sorry if you guys don't know who this is. This is my life coach, my comedy buddy. Don't you fucking say it now. What? What was I going to say? The next words out of your mouth is going to make me walk. What? Because I was going to introduce you as, don't say it, my giant one-eyed monster. Goodbye, everyone. No, come back. Come back here, Orb. I was insulted within a minute of the show. This is great. Okay, Orb, I'm sorry. I apologize. No, you go ahead. You tell your first joke. Tell your first joke, Aaron. Oh, we're going to do this now? Sure, go ahead. Okay, my name's Aaron. My dad decided to put... Did you just mocking me now out loud? Yes, I am. Thank you. 2 A's in my name, so I'd be first to be picked on by the bullies at school? Oh! You bit me! I also have rabies. Okay, that's... A rabbit eyeball. Anybody want to take him over? No, I'm staying. Okay, that's all right, Orb. Thank you. Yeah, so we're going to do some comedy right now. Oh, that's going to be awesome. Yeah, so just bear with me. No, okay. Yeah, me and my wife's 10-year anniversary is coming up soon. You know that?
Hey.
Oh, thank you. Hold all the applause. I can't hear above myself here. Congrats. Who knew she'd put up with you this long? Hey, wait a minute. Hey, Orb, she loves me to death. I know she keeps trying to kill you. Yeah. I do have to check my dinner for sprinkles of arsenic. Yeah, I do. But I found out the 10-year anniversary gift is either tin or aluminum, and I got her a 6-pack of Diet Coke. Just asking, should I gotten her a 12-pack? I know what your wife got you. What's a hucket? A what? A hucket? What's that word? Say it for me. Bucket? That's the word. Okay. Well, why'd she give me a bucket for? Oh, I'm pretty sure she's gonna make you kick it, and if she doesn't, I will. This is rough. And also I was looking up. Now the traditional gift for the modern age is diamonds, which I thought was the 50-year anniversary. So this is crazy. Well, you know what they say. What's that? Diamonds are forever, and so is my whiskey. Okay, I don't think anyone... No, Orb, no one's saying that. Orb. Oh, we got a show to do. I'm so sorry. Yeah, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, actually, me and my wife are going to take a vacation for our anniversary, too. Yeah. Thank you. Great. Where's she going? No, I mean... No, we're going together, Orb. Oh, I thought you said taking a vacation from you. No, she actually enjoys my company, Orb. Oh, company? I thought this was a limited lifetime partnership. No, it isn't. And we're going to somewhere hot for our time off. Yeah, that's going to be great. Oh, that fits. Because anywhere with you is hell. Are you saying I'm not fun to be around, Orb? No, yes, you're not fun to be around at all. Well, good, you're not going. Thank God. I'm just saying, anyone who fists a puppet can't be that great to hang around. So if you weren't doing this show tonight, what would you be doing anyway? Oh, drinking, smoking weed, going on a line date. A what? A line date? A what? I have a speech impediment, so say it for me. Blind date? That's the words. Okay. So how does that work, Orb? I matched on the app called Eye to Eye. Then I asked my date to put a blindfold on. Oh. What? Are you scared that they're going to figure out you're an illegal alien? No, I just don't want them to recognize me as your comedy buddy. I do have my standards. That's just... All right, Orb, that's not nice. How do these dates usually end anyway? Oh, I make them take off their blindfold and they go screaming away going, it's a giant one-eyed monster. Oh, well, guess I called that, didn't I? Yes, you did. Okay. What's that buzzing sound? Oh, I have a fitness watch connected to my phone. Oh, I don't see it on your arm. No, it's on the other arm. Is that why I feel it up my ass? Yeah. I think I'm getting a phone call. I'm getting disturbed that I'm liking it. Just think, you could be a girl's best friend. I could be their real boy toy.
Woo!
Why do you have a fitness watch anyway? So I know how great shape I'm in. Oh, you don't need that. I know what shape you're in. Well, what's that? Someone who's expired. Or I'm almost only 54 years old. I'll have you know that. Oh, you can pass for someone who's in a casket. He feels so cold, I feel a shiver up my spine. Or you don't have a backbone. No, but I have liquor courage. You mean liquid courage. I don't drink anything unless it's 50 proof. Okay, Orb. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for this to happen. Orb! What I was thinking. Thinking about what? My New Year's resolution. Wait a minute. It's February. Okay. Really late in the game, aren't you? Yes, I am. So what is your New Year's resolution? I'm going to strike out on my own and do comedy by myself. Keep laughing, fuzzball. Okay, well, you want to do comedy by yourself right now? Yes, I do. Okay, well, go right ahead. Wait, hold on. Pick me back up. Pick me back up. Oh, I see now. I see. This didn't work out so well, did it? I didn't think that one out too well. Oh, you found out you need me? Yeah, yes, I do. I need you so I can look amazing tonight. Okay. Yeah, Orb, I don't know. Non sequitur, but I just heard on the recent news that Americans eat enough microplastics to crap out a credit card. Yeah, that's scary, isn't it? Well, that explains why your credit score's in the toilet. You know, who needs a 3D printer? I just crapped out an Easy Bake Oven. Boy, those cookies taste like crap. Okay. You don't eat out of his Easy Bake Oven. I am this. Come on, have some. No, I won't. So for I decided to spice up our bedroom, our sex life, and I got us a game. Hold the freaking phone. Stop right there. I have never, and I repeat never, slept with Aaron. Orb, I met my wife. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, I appreciate that. No, so what game did you get? Did you get Operation so you can work on your pull-out game? Oh,
Nice.
you think I need to work on my pull-out game, do you? Yes, you do. Okay, let's see how it works. Hold on.
Hey.
Put me back on. Put me back on. Okay. Who knew I liked fisting so much? Okay, or that's just gross. This is gross. Actually, the game's called Sexy Jenga. You should have gotten the game. Sorry. Oh. That's not nice. No, you should have gotten a game called that matches you, which would have been Find the Night Toothpick. That's not nice, Orb. Have you ever played any games in the bedroom? Yes, I do. I play the game of Who's Your Daddy? Okay, don't keep thrusting at the screen. Stop. I'm sorry. I apologize. That's his OnlyFans channel. That's just disgusting. No, it isn't. It's for great. Okay, stop. And recently at my job, I just found out they laid off a coworker for being overemployed. What the freak's that? Oh, that's when you work multiple jobs at the same time. Oh, I do that all the time. Wait, really? You do? Yeah, I'm a whiskey taster while I life coach. So when do you taste the whiskey? When the client is looking away from me? Hey, look, a bird. What? A bird? Not... Hey! Okay, that's enough of that, Orb. That's just mean. Oh. And as you get older, you need more doctor appointments, and I had to see a new doctor for my sleep apnea. Oh, how'd that go? Oh, I slept through the appointment. So you had a CAT scan nap. Yeah, yeah, I guess you could say that. He actually said I passed with flying colors with my snoring. And he also suggested I get a new CPAP machine. Oh, I didn't know you went to the gynecologist. What? No, what? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you went there because you're a pussy. Okay, that's enough, Orb. That's enough.
Ouch.
This is getting painful. This is getting painful. And actually, my wife has to wear a CPAP mask as well. So great, you guys are Mr. and Mrs. Bane. Who? Bane. What? Say it for me. Bane? That's the word. Okay. So how's sex wearing a CPAP mask? Oh, it's great. We came up with some real cool role-playing games. Like what? Scuba diver, alien face hugger, are you my daddy Darth Vader? Sounds like you're into autoerotic asphyxiation. No, that's only if we go in our car and stick the hoses in the exhaust pipe.
Jesus.
Dark.
Oh, or we gotta get moving, but I do appreciate you being all patriotically just for the show tonight. So are you. Rick and Morty short, gray gym pants. You're a white guy with a red neck and blue balls. What? How'd you know my balls were blue? I painted them last night when you were asleep. I went to the doctor thinking there was something tragically wrong with me. Yeah, there is. You're dumb as crap. I've been Aaron, and I've been Orb. Thank you, guys. Oh, we got a great show for you tonight. This is going to be an amazing show, isn't it? Yeah, I think it's going to be a great show. We're going to have all kinds of people here. And you know what? We're going to go to somebody who's, she's off the side of the road, so she's not joking and driving at the same time. That's going to be great. So who is it, Orb? We're going all the way to Arizona. Please give it up for Killer Keeley, everyone. Yeah. Woo!
Actually, the street lights just turned on, so I'm just waiting for my mom to yell for me to come inside any second now. So, yeah, I loved that. When I tell people that I live on a farm, everyone's like, "Oh my goodness, that is the most amazing thing ever." Until you live on a farm. Until you live on that farm. Living on a farm just means that car washes don't matter. Laundry doesn't matter. I don't even know what has happened to my husband's socks. Okay? None of it matters. It's all going to be covered in dirt anyways. I'm sorry, this is an angry city girl that wanted to live her Hallmark dreams and fell in love with a country boy, and now I'm here trying to save the goddamn farm, and I'm covered in cow shit. It's been awesome. When I did say all the milkshakes bring all the boys to the yard, I was not talking about actual boy cows. But they still get excited when the udders come out. So I'll call that a win for myself. I'll call that a win. I love being with a country boy, but becoming a comedian just means that my worst fear is that our kids are going to end up being rodeo clowns. I just loved that we've been together for so long. We've been together for almost 4 years now. And everyone told me, you guys need to spice it up already. And he is a musician as well. So I was like, okay, we'll try some music in the bedroom. For some reason, white boy got no rhythm. And for some reason, the live band was distracting him. I think he deserves an audience. I really do. I did discover I chose the worst season to be with a skinny man. I have been rubbing his sticks like bones. I've been rubbing his bones like sticks, just trying to start a fire. I'm about to get in a poly situation just to keep warm. I have to remind myself also that I can throw him over my shoulder like a sack of potatoes, So every time we go into Walmart, I'm scared he's going to get kidnapped. And I'm like, babe, please hold on to the grocery cart or I'm going to leave you in the car like a responsible parent should. My mom was a responsible parent, but she could have definitely tried harder in the kitchen, especially for a place where women belong. Because all she'd tell me is, oh, it's made with love. Mom, love is not enough, and if it was, you would have given it to me as a child. I'm a little disappointed because my grandma actually did pass away last year, and I wasn't even invited to the funeral. But then I remembered she actually died from dementia, so I think she just forgot to put me on the list. I started thinking about how I would love to get buried, and I was like, oh, I would love to be buried naked. Yes. Naked and afraid. Who's going to open the casket? Getting buried with a spouse, though, we got to save on land, so we no longer get buried next to each other. We get buried on top of each other. And I was like, babe, you're going to have to die after me because God knows I wasn't good on top. Weed is legal in Arizona, so as you can tell, I'm having a great time. And now my favorite thing is BOGO deals. So I go in there and I buy a sativa and I buy an indica and I put them in a jar together and I play Russian roulette. Yeah, are we going to be productive today, or are we going to binge on the entire fridge? It's usually the latter, not going to lie. I'm a big girl. Being a big girl with a skinny guy just means that we started getting compared to couples. Just someone recently ran up to us and said, oh my goodness, it's Mrs. Peggy Hermit. I really did feel like a celebrity, and I did take home the bacon that night. Not gonna lie. I don't like being a bigger girl, you know, because ever since going to the doctors, I just realized how much I hate nurses. I am so tired of people that tell me to wait, and then they'll tell me my weight. And while you're up on the scale, they're like, oh, you need to cut back on those carbs. You need to let go of those donuts. You're going to be driving on a donut because I slashed your tire in the parking lot, bitch. Another factor is I actually had to go in to get new birth control because for some reason I have been on it for so long that somehow I have gained all of the baby weight without the baby. And for some reason the weight has been harder to abort. I have been Killer Keely, and I hope you have a killer night.
Keely. Right, let's give it up for Keely Wolf, everybody. That was amazing. Yeah. Oh gosh. Can you get aboard today, Aaron? I'm 54 years old. That's not even a thing. Too bad. I'm your comedy buddy. You're my life coach. You're supposed to be helping me out with my life. Oh, I'm helping you out with your life, all right. By the way, your credit cards are all maxed out. That's not helping me. It's helping me drink liquor. Okay, that's just it's getting disturbing. So let's get to our next comedian tonight, shall we? Can we get there? Oh yes. Let's go up north while we still can. Go up to the greatest comedian here, except for me, you, and everybody else on this show. Everybody's great here. Or if you're just putting your foot in your mouth, I don't have feet. Please give it up for Desiree Walsh, everybody.
Hello. Yes, I am Canadian. I am also disabled. I think most of you know that. If you didn't, where have you been? I say it every time. Yeah, but if you didn't, also surprise, I am disabled. Yeah. So I had a show on Friday, and I yelled "Time is meaningless" at one point, and it was the biggest laugh I got all night. I'm not sure what that says about the state of like how things are going. But I am rooting for you, America. I wish we could go back to when American politics was funny ha-ha and not funny uh-oh. Like, now,
Yeah.
it's very funny uh-oh right now. But remember like 1993 when Bill Clinton was in office? Remember that? Remember like Bill Clinton in office? Remember when Saturday Night Live was actually funny and not like a dramatic retelling of the news? If there are younger people in the audience, Saturday Night Live used to be funny. It used to be a comedy show. Remember like Will Ferrell in a dress as Janet Reno? I know that's problematic by today's standards, but if you were a Canadian 10-year-old who had yet to learn that gender was a social construct, that was the height of comedy. A man in a dress. A man in a dress was the height of comedy. So I am rooting for you, America. I really, really am. Your president has talked a lot about Canada becoming the 51st state. As a Canadian, I find this like deeply, deeply, deeply upsetting. Deeply upsetting. And I mean, I like Americans. Individually, you are great. Individually, you are wonderful people. I've only met like 9 of you I don't like. One of them might have been Trump. But individually, you are great. But stay on your side. Stay on your side, America. Stay on your side. I mean, you guys seem cool, so you can come over. But stay on your side, America. And definitely to your president, stay on your side. Yeah. I hope that does not get me canceled later. Yeah. Anyways, I was talking to an American about Trump's plan to make Canada the 51st state, which I don't think is going to work because I don't know if you are all aware. Like Quebec and Alberta don't even want to be provinces. They don't even want to be provinces. Quebec has been trying to leave since they got here in like 1864. I think I reversed the numbers. I think it was 1684. I don't know. I'll Google that. They don't want to be here, is what I'm saying. So I don't think they will fall in line and become American states, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, but I was talking to an American about this, and it was WWE superstar Hulk Hogan. Remember him? He is, I believe he's going to be part of Trump's cabinet. I saw a news article. He's going to be the minister of ripping your shirt off and yelling "brother," which I think we can all agree that's what we need right now. That's what America needs is a guy that rips his shirt off and says "brother" in government. Yeah, and he was saying, I hope Trump takes over Canada because we could use the free health care. Hulk Hogan's gotten very civic-minded in his old age, very civic-minded. I'm not sure why his voice was so high, but maybe his underwear was giving him a wedgie. I don't know. And listen, Hulk Hogan and other Americans, if Trump takes over Canada, none of us are getting free health care. None of us. Best we can hope for is free lumber and maple syrup. That's really all we can hope for, and maybe some fresh water. But none of us are getting free healthcare. None of us at all. And oh my, this joke took a lot less than I thought. But I do actually really like America, and I will be sad when it's gone. Hopefully it won't go anywhere, but hopefully it'll get. Batman will save us. Batman will save us. I'm sure Batman is coming. He lives in New York City, right? That's where Batman lives. Yeah. So I have been doing comedy for quite some time. I've been doing comedy for 8 years, and as I said, I am disabled. I use a wheelchair, and a male comic told me once, and that'll be important in a minute, that I was single-handedly ruining stand-up comedy because I was in a wheelchair, and when I was in rooms, people could no longer be ableist. And I didn't know what to say to that comic, because it's just like, I'm sorry your mom raised you right. I'm sorry deep down inside you have a soul and you're a good person. I'm sorry. Like I'm because honest to God, it hasn't stopped any of the other comics from making fun of Helen Keller. It hasn't. It hasn't stopped any of the other comics from making fun of Helen Keller. As an aside, walkies, Helen Keller has been dead for 900 years. Could we not find another disabled person to make fun of? Like, leave the dead lady alone. Leave her alone. Also, what is funny about a deafblind woman being successful when, like, disabled people weren't even allowed outside? What is funny about that, walkies? What is funny? If you're not familiar with an open mic, let me explain it to you. Think of like an ice cream shop. Think of an ice cream shop. I was told today by another male comic this doesn't work, so I don't, but I think it does. Think of an ice cream shop, and there's just men in there. And then I come in and they can't make ableist jokes because I'm there. And apparently they can't eat ice cream either. Thank you. I've been Desiree Walsh. Have a great night.
All right, let's give it up for Desiree Walsh, everybody. Go check out, her Instagram chat. Follow her on that. Check that out. And it's all her Instagrams and Facebook is handicap accessible. Yes, it is. So you're gonna have a great time. Welcome to the set. It's Waffly, everyone. How you doing, guys? How you doing? Where's Orb? He took a drink break. What do you mean by that? He's holding up a liquor store. Yeah. Okay. Well, we have to go talk to him about that, Waffly. But I guess since he's not here, can you take over co-hosting privileges? It'll be my honor. Up next is a magician who hopefully doesn't make me disappear. Let's give it up for Paul Kilmer, everyone. Yeah. Woo!
Oh man, I'm thrilled to be here. This is great. Okay, guys, I'm going to get something right off the cuff here because this has been bothering me. You see, I have autism, and when I watched Elon Musk on the presidential celebration, he kind of threw up the Heil Hitler and then blamed it on his autism. Never in my life have I ever gotten excited and dropped the N-word. That has never happened to me. Now, autistic people do something called stimming. It's a release of energy. Me, I'll rock back and forth. I'll clap my hands. I'll make some inappropriate jokes about Transformers 2. But I'm not going to salute the Fuhrer, so that's on him, and please don't punch us in the back of the head. We already have enough problems. Like the Waffle said, My name is Paul. I'm a comedy magician. And for all intents and purposes, I'm here right now and not burning down a Chuck E. Cheese. You can't prove it. And I'm going to do my first thing. But before I do that, guys, I've recently got into Avon beauty products because Comedy Magic isn't working out. And what I did is I designed this nacho cheese flavored beauty mask that people can wear to bed at night.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Gross.
Yeah, you open it up and you rub it all over your face, and then it hardens, and then it's stuck like that forever.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, I know it's made out of KY jelly and all the thoughts and prayers from Facebook. Remember KY jelly? You know you do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you do.
Oh.
I know, it's crazy. I'm dirty, Paul, tonight. Oh, really? I'm so dirty. See, the problem with having brain damage and autism is the things I say in my head don't necessarily make it out my mouth. And I'm going to make every single event that you throw uncomfortable. Every single time. You're either going to get all the eye contact or none at all, and it's never going to be at the right time. Here, I'll show you. I recently started a new job, and Aaron, I need you to do me a big favor since we're friends. I've known Aaron for about maybe 3 years on and off, depending on whether we're arguing with each other or not. So what I need you to do is I'm going to mail this to your house, and I'm going to have you pee into this cup for me, and then I'll pass. I'll be able to get forklift certified.
That might be a problem over here there, Paul. Sorry.
No, you could do it because I'm just going to trade it with other truck drivers for taste and consistency.
I'll do it for you, Paul. I pee pure alcohol.
Is this the eyeball?
Yes, it's orange.
Okay, well, you should have started. See, here's the problem with me. If you introduce yourself as a waffle and then you change into an eyeball, I'm now confused.
Well, the waffle
I was told we were going to be doing Zoom comedy, and now there's a waffle. How I'm the victim in this. People pay me for this. Not now, but they do. Keely driving. What is this? Anyway, yeah, just piss into this bottle, and then I'm going to trade it with people on the internet. So yeah, that's some of the stuff I do. I can show you guys how to make a coin disappear. You take the coin, place it in your hand, and then I'm going to use this salt shaker from Denny's. They said I could have it. Fun fact, it also burned down.
Oh.
Huh.
So what makes I'm terrifying in real life. Anyway, so basically the salt's magic salt from Denny's, and all you got to do is pour a little into your hand, blow on it like this, and it disappears like that.
Woo!
Don't do that to me.
What?
It wasn't bad. You know what? Here, look. I'm just gonna just get rid of all of it. I'm gonna get all of. And you know what? If I use all of it and I can't make it disappear, that's on God. You know. Elon Musk made a stupid car. I'm so bad about that. From the beginning joke. His car is stupid. There's a guy who drives one in the town over, and he put a spoiler on it. He put a spoiler on a Cybertruck. It's an abomination against God. The only thing you could put a spoiler on is a 1995 Honda Civic. That's been lowered. That is the only car that belongs with a spoiler on it. Jeff Bezos made a spaceship that looks like a penis. What is going on? That guy has enough money. He could have made the coolest spaceship in the world, but he was sitting there with some poor designer, and he was like, make it look like a dick. Anyway, the coin's gone. Oh, guys, I'm sorry. It's the vanishing salt, not the vanishing coin. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. My bad. I'll just make it disappear now.
Ooh.
Don't you do that to me. Yeah.
I'm a light.
Anyway,
I'm a light. I'm a light.
hello?
This is your light.
Very vocal.
Are you calling about my car's extended warranty?
Yes.
Shit, they found me.
Found you.
Anyway, anyway, I crushed this set, and I'm gonna give it back to the waffle or eyeball or dude. And I hope you guys have a good night. And I want to thank Alisha, Rayne, and KO Comedy, and Greg, and the guy who has a nice voice. I hope you guys have a good day.
All right, let's give it up for Paul Kilmer, everybody. Yeah. And you know what? I just disappeared for a while, Paul, because I had to go get some more liquor. I was told you were robbing the store. Well, getting liquor, robbing the store, it's the same thing. No, it's not, Orb. No, it's not.
Karen, because Orb's a manifestation of your mind, does that also mean he has sex with your wife?
Oh, hot dog.
Getting too deep there, Paul. They're going to leave you alone right now. Okay.
Maybe
All
I'm
right.
not. Maybe this is what needs to be talked about.
That might be. All right, who's up next to the stage there, Orb? Oh, please welcome a very funny comedian from up north once more before they climb down the terrace. Give it up for Kelly Zemeckis, everyone. Yeah!
Kelly.
Oh, hi everyone. Hello. Well, based on Desiree's set, I guess my Helen Keller jokes won't work here. So we'll just worked all day on them, Desiree. I'm kidding, friends. I am kidding. General question for the room: are we okay?
No.
We're not even up here. After the show finishes, I'm just gonna book it to the liquor store across the street and buy all of the Californian cab soaps I can before they disappear. Not because I'm sad. It's just well, I am, but also because on Tuesday, no more American booze can be purchased in Ontario.
Oh, no.
Oh.
I like my
Yikes.
California cab soap. So we'll just get through this quickly so I can get over there. Yeah, it's just vanishing. It's just vanishing as of Tuesday, just like my ex Scott did. Just vanished. This decade is fascinating. I feel like this decade is I don't know, brought to you by Michelob, Michelob. It's 2020. Hold my beer. This feels like I'm good, guys. I'd like to choose my own adventure to like 2057. I feel like that'll be okay then.
Yes.
Yeah, it's wild. It is wild. Despite this the Zoom background I've got going on here, no, I do not own a vision board. Even with this fake background, I do have some heavy vision board energy, but I do not own one, I promise you. What I do have instead, though, is a hindsight collage, everyone. Hindsight collage. I think it's important, to keep your mistakes on the wall. Like, pay homage to the foibles. It's important. It's very important. My collage is filled with a lot of pictures of Kelly with bangs. That was not a good look last month. I'm glad my hair grows fast. Yeah. Also got a few pictures on there of men with man buns.
Oh.
Yeah. The 90s. We all have phases. That was mine. It was a man bun phase. Also on the old collage, pictures of all my sourdough starters from 2020. I bought too many, everyone. But given how food prices are going to shoot up, maybe I'm going to be back in the game. I don't know. There's going to be more bread coming out of my kitchen. I'm not sure. I did that joke the other night at a club, and I heard someone in the audience whisper to their friend, "What does hindsight mean?" Yeah, they're gonna look back and find that very funny. They're gonna find that very funny. Hindsight, everyone. Call back to the hindsight tag. I'll work it. That's gonna go on the collage too. I shouldn't have done that. Anyway, I don't know if anyone heard, but Pantone has changed their color selection for 2025. They are now going with the scream painting. You know that that's the color this year, everyone. It's just a lot of screaming. I'm good. After my set, I'm just going to yell into a pillow. This is kind of fun. I'm a little kinky. I don't know if anyone knows this, but I am. I am indeed. Yes. But I have a safe word. It's I'm tired. Just gonna be a good indication of how I'm doing right now, friends. I am exhausted. I got an email from my bank yesterday telling me that my visa is approaching its limit. So I wrote back and I said, "You and me both, Visa. I too." Had enough, you know. Can we end the charade that I'm going to pay off this debt? Come on, it's not happening. It's not happening. Thank goodness, though, they stopped sending out the paper credit card reminder that had like the date on it for like, based on how much you're paying, this is how long it's going to take to pay your card off. I'm glad that's done, because at the rate I am going, this planet will no longer exist before I pay it off. It's not looking good. I don't have any kids, so I won't be leaving like any little Kellys as my legacy in this world.
Aww.
No, but it's okay. What I'll be leaving instead is my Capital One legacy. Yeah, what's in my wallet? A lot of debt. I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine, everyone. It's good. It is good. I try to be a good kid, though. You know, try to be a good daughter, because I talk to my mom and dad every single day.
Oh,
yeah, but that's pretty good. You know, yeah, sure, I live with them, but big deal. It doesn't matter. It'd be weird if we didn't talk. It'd be kind of rude. They're fun, though. They're fun. My mom and dad have been together now 57 years. They've been a couple, which is crazy. Crazy. You know, they've been together that long. They've developed some like cute little habits, you know, some nightly traditions and rituals. This one is my favorite. Every night after dinner, they like to cozy up on the couch. They snuggle up, you know, and they slowly take off their hearing aids. That's so cute, because it signals the portion of the day where they do not care for what the other is saying. If it's after 7, they're off the clock. You know, it doesn't matter. But it's not, though, that the day ends when the hearing aids come out. Oh no, it continues on just at like an infinitely louder volume. There is so much yelling around here. You know, and like I hear them at the end of the apartment. They're just screaming that they don't know what each other is saying. So like I'm just running through the house like I'm Paul Revere or something, you know? Just shouting like, "Dad, the McMillers are coming for dinner. They're coming for dinner." Oh, it's so loud, guys. It is so loud, but they're cute. They are cute. Their birthdays are quite close together. I'll end off on this. And my dad bought my mom a book recently called How to Lose Weight for Seniors.
Oh.
So cute. And then my mom, she bought my dad a book called You'll Die Alone. So. We're pretty sure she bought her book first, so I don't know what's going on around here, but it's fine. It's fine. I've got to go buy some wine now. I've been Kelly.
All right, let's give it up for Kelly Zemeckis, everybody. Yeah, what a show. Go check out the Levatin Foodie on Instagram. And she's got a great little show. It's what's that baking show on YouTube?
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Which you might want to change the title in the future.
No.
It might not be so fine. I don't know. All right, that's great, Orba. What do you think? I understand the credit card thing because I just opened up Aaron's credit card statement and it had the infinity symbol for paying it off. Okay, I don't thank you. You know, it would help if you quit buying liquor on my credit cards. Well, if everyone would donate to my habit, please give me a fifth of liquor. Yes, send it to my Aaron's house. No, we're not encouraging your alcoholism. This is a great habit. Okay, let's not do this. Let's not do this at all. Orb, what am I doing? You got to introduce the next comedian. Okay, let's give it up for Tony Tubes there, everyone. Yeah. Woo!
Thank you, everybody. And of course, the dude that loves my voice isn't even there anymore. An empty chair. He's gonna miss it. He's gonna miss it. Excuse me. No. Thanks, guys. I'm Tony Tubes. And thanks to Alisha and KO Comedy for kind of bumping me in at the last minute. Because, yeah. So that was really nice. And you guys have all been really good. Y'all look really good. Keely, I had to laugh. You were like, my boyfriend and I have been together for so long. Been together for like 4 years. I'm like, Jesus Christ. When my wife and I were together for 4 years, it was 2011. So it's just like 4 years. And I got a joke for you, Keely. I don't know I can't remember what you were saying that prompted me to remember this joke, but why are guys so good on the bottom?
Oh,
because we're really good at fucking up. Thought it was great. Desiree, I could listen to you say sorry all night long. I could listen to you say the word sorry all night long, man. I loved it. And you were talking about Saturday Night Live, and I don't know if anybody on here has seen it. It's on Netflix, but it's Saturday Night. Mm-hmm. It's the movie about the 90 minutes leading up to the first Saturday Night Live. Mm-hmm. And this isn't going to ruin it for you, but I forgot that Jim Henson was on the first season of Saturday Night Live. And so when all of a sudden he pops up in this movie, here's Jim Henson, and the guy doing it's just great. And you know, all of a sudden it's like it's Jim Henson, and I'm like, oh, fucking sweet, Jim Henson. And dude, they proceeded to just shit on this guy through the whole fucking movie. Get in your fucking dressing room, you know, like it was great. And then there's this one moment where it's like Lorne Michaels is in an elevator or something, and it's like he's either gonna freak out or he's gonna figure it out, but something's gonna happen. And then all of a sudden you realize that like Jim Henson's in there with him, and I'm like, okay, here we go. He's gonna give us some Kermit knowledge now. Like he's gonna bust out some Kermit, you know, for Lorne Michaels here, and he's gonna save the fucking day. Here we go. And he fucking says something, and they just continue to shit all over Jim Henson. Mm-hmm. I don't know why I find it so funny. Mm-hmm. But it was just, that was like my favorite part of the movie, was just waiting for Jim Henson to get some redemption, and he just never did. It was great. Paul, you're back. I asked my dad. My dad is the smartest man on this planet. Sorry, everybody, but he is. And I asked my dad, I'm like, what'd you think of the Elon Musk what would you think of the Heil Hitler thing? He's like, he definitely had like the old kung fu grip going and shit. That's all he said. And I was like, yep, that's, fuck, man. That was pretty fucked. Sorry, I just had some stuff. You guys just had me like thinking about stuff. Kelly, it's not a vision board. The thing, the background behind you, it does not scream vision board. It screams, I own a cupcake shop. And you look like you look like you just got done barging in on Edward Scissorhands while trying to sell Avon and shit.
Yes.
Like that's Avon calling. Ooh. I don't know. But then like you put your arm up and you got like some tats, like some stick tats and shit. You're nuts. That's great. I love it. But anyways, I've probably already gone over my time. Anyways, last night I was bartending, and this dude came in, and he was from Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin or something, and he had the lowest voice I've ever heard, like even lower than that. And he just came out of this scrawny dude and everything, and the whole time, like he was sitting there talking to me, and he was a really super nice guy, but the whole time he was talking to me, all of a sudden I was just like, dude, where in the world is
Carmen San Diego.
I want to hear that bass. I want to hear that Carmen San Diego. He was too young. He was too young for it. Okay. But I did, like, all of a sudden last night I'm like sitting on the shitter, and I all of a sudden like found this like rabbit hole of the group that did that song called Rockapella. Like yeah, and so all of a sudden I'm down this rabbit hole of Carmen San Diego and Rockapella, and I'm reading stuff on Wikipedia, and I thought it was really nice. Wikipedia, what was the Wikipedia let me know within the first paragraph of the band Rockapella. It's a real band, and they're still going today. But Rockapella, it said the very first thing of Wikipedia, it said Rockapella is a portmanteau of rock and acapella.
Geez.
Thanks, Wikipedia. I don't think I could have gotten there without you. Anyways, guys, I'm Tony Tubes. Thanks for having me.
All right, let's give it up for Tony Tubes, everybody. Yeah.
Tony.
Yeah, and by the way, you might want to go look. There's a Carmen San Diego game coming out again. There's a new one coming out. So
I don't care.
Yeah, I know. You know what? I thought maybe you just wanted to fall down the rabbit hole further. That's all. God, can we drop this guy down a hole? That's not nice. Please stop. Please stop. You know what we're up to next? Up to my bedtime. No. We're still on a show. Who's next? I'll give it up for your headliner, the person to put all this show together. Please give it up for Alisha Rayne, everybody. Yeah! Woo!
Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for coming to the show. Really appreciate it. Give it up one more time for yourselves. Woo! Give it up. Yes, I am on a hot spot right now, and hopefully it lasts. So we're gonna try to go for it here. Yes, my internet gets so bad sometimes that I don't have a joke for it. Okay. Was anybody else's holiday like mine? Awkward? Yeah. I went home for Thanksgiving, and as soon as I walked in, somebody said to me, "Did you gain weight?" Thanks, Grandma. Thanks.
Ooh.
Thanks so much.
Damn.
Yeah, big extended family, so there's lots of kids running around, and there's always that one kid who like doesn't quite fit in, and you can kind of tell that they're gonna grow up to be a serial killer or a politician. You can just tell. Yeah, it was quite the time. Anybody here play games at their family outings? Game players here, cards, dominoes. Yeah, AA Ron. Okay, yeah. So you know what it's like to not have anything else to talk to your family about. I get it. Yeah, my favorite game to play actually is Cards Against Humanity. Anybody else like that game?
Woo, yeah.
Yeah, I like that game. It starts fun conversations like Hitler receiving anal, but not in a fun way, you know? Yeah, but the wrong group of people to play that game with is your family. That's awkward. Imagine playing Cards Against Humanity with your Nana. It's not going to go well. I found out some very interesting information because of that game. I found out that my aunt, who complains about how dry the turkey is every year, followed around Steely Dan for 2 years while tripping on acid. Yeah, not the band Steely Dan, just a dude named Steely Dan. Yeah, and when she tried to tell me how he got his nickname, I was like, whoa, 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 pump the brakes. That's kind of like the Chinese food I ate last night. Way too much. That's too much. Too much. We also had Veterans Day came and went as well. We had so many holidays. Veterans Day. Let's go ahead, give a shout out to the veterans. Give it up to the veterans. I actually myself came from a military family. Anybody else? No. Well, it does explain why my love language is yelling. So I grew up with my grandfather, who was a very tough guy, and he was in the military, and he was very tough, and he was actually stationed in Germany during the Korean War. So he was a tough guy, but he was very strict, and he ran his household like you would the military, so much so that I did not dare call him Grandpa. No, instead I called him Yes, Sergeant. So he was so strict that I didn't know my own first name until I went to elementary school. Yeah, until then I thought my first name was Recruit. So yeah, but I do support the troops. I do support the troops because without the troops, I wouldn't be here today. Right? Because my dad was stationed at Ellsworth Air Force Base in Rapid City, South Dakota, where he met my mom, who was a nurse at Rapid City General. And 9 months later, this beautiful angel you see before you came along. So yes, absolutely. Thank you, military, for your service. And also thank you, citizens, for servicing the military. Yes. Yeah. My favorite holiday is Halloween. Anybody else?
Woo, yeah.
I love Halloween. Aaron, I know loves Halloween. I know
yes,
loves
I
Halloween.
do.
But, I like Halloween because you can get dressed up. And this last year, I was actually Flo from Progressive. You guys can see it. You can see it. Which was ironic because I don't have insurance. So, yeah. But I love Halloween so much that I have some fun Halloween puns for you today. So I'm going to give you some Halloween puns. Why shouldn't you piss off a witch? Because she'll fly off the handle. You guys. You guys. Why were all the ladies mad at Frankenstein's monster? Because he just nuts and hates you guys. Yep. Why did the werewolf say no when somebody offered him a Coors Light? Because they don't drink Silver Bullet. Yeah. And they prefer Blue Moon. You guys. You guys. Yeah, I was always a bit of a wild child growing up, just one of those people who like to live on the edge of my bank account. Have you ever been so broke that you've gone window shopping at the grocery store? Come upon a jar of ragu spaghetti sauce and thought to yourself, someday I'm gonna get me some of that.
Yep.
Or you ever buy the cheap cheese? The kind that's so cheap that it melts at room temperature. Yeah, but then doesn't melt in the microwave. Yeah. Yeah, that's government grade. That's top quality right there. Yeah, I've always had kind of money problems, but I actually got a new car recently, and when I was approved for that auto loan, I was like, suckers. Those guys at Bank of America are so gullible, I swear. But it's a good car. It goes from 1 to 60 in 10 minutes. Yeah, and it's got fun amenities like heated seats, but the seats heat up so fast that I'm like, did I just pee my pants?
No. Oh.
Yeah, that's how you can tell it's working. But the interesting thing about the car was I had to deal with an insurance agent. That was my first time dealing with an insurance agent. But I have a lot of experience dealing with a credit. I'm sorry, guys. I have a lot of experience dealing with a collection agent. That's where I was going with it. Not my first rodeo. Yeah, I have a collection agent. His name's Dave. He likes to send me a Christmas card every year. And that's when I know it's time to move again. So therefore my New Year's Eves are a little different than everybody else's. You know, when everybody else is singing Old Lang Syne, I'm listening to Old Lang Syne because it's the hold music for the U-Haul. Yeah, and when everybody else is trying to find somebody to kiss at midnight, I'm trying to find somebody to help me move. I'm pulling a midnight move out. Dave's not finding me this time. I'm originally, I'm from South Dakota. I live in South Dakota now. And the weird thing about South Dakota, it's actually a very big gun state, very gun friendly over here. And so therefore the libertarians just love it. They love it here. And because they are the hold my beer of gun owners. Yeah, whatever you have, they've got you beat. You have a pistol, they have 9 pistols.
Oh.
You have a shotgun, they have a sawed-off shotgun. You have a rifle, they've already shot you because you're on their property. They love it. They love it. Yeah. South Dakota also has a Mount Rushmore. We're known for Mount Rushmore, the monument, which is basically just a statue that can't be torn down in rage. But that's on the west side of the state. We're on the east side of the state where we're known for farming, hunting, and meth.
Yeah.
Yeah, we wouldn't have been known for that last part if Christy Nome hadn't have said anything.
Fucking
Meth, we're on it. Not all of us are on meth here in South Dakota, Christy. Not all of us. I do, however, suspect that she might be on meth because she did go to Texas to get her teeth fixed. So. Yeah, I'm actually from Huron, South Dakota, and that is the response it deserves. Yes. Yes, it's the type of town that you speed through to get to a better destination. You bet. Yeah, but it's known for 2 things. It's known for 2 things. Number 1, the state fair. The state fair. I love a good state fair, you guys. I love it because it's the only place you can get a neon colored yardstick. Yeah. Yeah, it's fantastic. Walking around the state fair, it's fantastic because you get that combination smell of burnt sugar and manure just in your nose the entire time. The entire time you're walking around. But last time I was at the fair, it was kind of weird because I was working in the wine pavilion at the fair.
Oh.
And that was kind of weird because outside was that smell. And then inside, everyone's trying to feel fancy, right? And that's my job, was to make them feel fancy. And how would I do that? I would make them feel like they had a discerning palate. Yeah, this is South Dakota. Nobody knows what a discerning palate was, but I made them feel it anyway. So how I would do that, I would be like, oh, in this Pinot Noir, can you sense those cherry notes in there? That's because this vineyard was grown right next to a cherry tree. Ooh. And they'd be like, I can sense those cherry notes. Maybe I do have a discerning palate. And I would take it a step further and I would make them feel like they were smart. I'd be like, in this Chardonnay, can you sense that little bit of smokiness? That's because the Chardonnay was aged in oak barrels. They're like, maybe we should get a bottle. But then I really put it over the top because I make them feel like they're better than other people. I'm like, yeah, in this Merlot, you can definitely taste the back palate of poor people's dreams. And then they open their wallets. Yeah. Yeah. And so my job was to make them feel fancy, but it was really tough to do that because we were at the state fair and everyone's wine glass was in a beer koozie. So, yeah. 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 The other things Huron is known for is having the world's largest pheasant in the world. Yeah. World's largest pheasant. I'm going to take off these headphones, guys. They're falling off. You're falling off. Yeah, world's largest pheasant. What a thing to be known for, guys. The world's dumbest bird. Yeah. Yeah, a bird so dumb that it can only fly high enough to be murdered. So, right. And that's why we have an entire hunting season dedicated to murdering that bird. Yep, because hunters like an easy shot.
Hey.
Yeah, they do. But yeah, it happens every year, right? Hunting season, pheasant hunting season. But you know what else happens? Budweiser and Jack Daniels make a hell of a lot of money. That's right. That's right. Because drinking while holding a loaded firearm goes together like drinking and unprotected sex. Really a peas and carrots situation there. Yeah. But when I say world's largest pheasant and you haven't seen it, whatever you picture in your mind isn't it. This is a Godzilla-sized pheasant. If I was in the 1984 movie Ghostbusters and Gozer the Gozerian asked me to choose the Traveler, the being that would wipe out all of humanity, I would not have chosen the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Nope, I would have chosen this pheasant. It is the stuff of nightmares. But I learned a fun fact. A male pheasant is actually called a cock.
Hey.
Ooh,
Yeah.
ooh,
So
yeah.
too bad, Internet. Huron is known for having the world's largest cock. Yep. Yeah, but the thing about growing up in a small town is they're all kind of the same. You know, Huron is a very solid, small Midwestern town. Chances are in a small Midwestern town, you are either going to have kids or you're going to have a lot of kids. Yeah, and chances are people are going to name those kids Dallas and Austin, and they'll never go to Texas. Yeah. Opposite's true, though. People in Texas will name their kids Dakota and never come here. So, yeah. Chances are in a small Midwestern town, you are going to know somebody named after a type of cheese. I know 9 Colbys.
Oh.
One pepper jack. One pepper jack. It's weird. Yeah. Chances are you are going to know somebody with a high adrenaline name. Yep. Yep. Chance, Chase, Ryder, Hunter, Danger. That's right.
Danger.
That's right. Chances are that's your starting five lineup of your local high school basketball team every single year. Yeah. And chances are they all have the last name Cheddar, and they're not related to each other at all. So, yeah. How do I know that? Because high school sports is front page news in a small town, right next to Myrna Cheddar's new peach cobbler recipe. So, yeah. Yeah. But we have another little newspaper in my town. It's called Farm Forum. And it's a little farming newspaper, and it also has weird front page news. Not news, ads for bull semen. That's right. That's right. Not just ads, guys, sales for bull semen. Buy one, get one. BOGO for bull semen. I love a good sale, guys, so I have some extra. You can DM me after the show. Yeah, good times, guys.
No.
Good times. I recently got a new job.
Woo!
Congratulations. Get a new job. That's right. So what that means is I don't have to work in customer service anymore. Yes. Yes. Pumped up. I knew I needed to change careers when every morning I would wake up and think to myself,
Oh no.
And her hotspot stopped, or she thought to herself, it's going to be a very long pause.
It's a long pause for a minute. Ron, I'm going to switch it over to you. You guys give it up for AA, Ron and Orb.
All right. You know, I feel sorry that Alicia's looking up into the sky. She's still there. It's amazing she's still on the show. If I had internet issues, I'd be gone. There'd be no picture of me on the show. I'd be all over the place. Oh my gosh, that is that's terrible. We all know what Zoom does. I'm kidding. Don't cut me off yet. Don't cut me off.
Good.
Oh, you know, I just a little more about myself. You know, I actually went to the gym in the first time forever, and I really felt the burn working out. Oh, great. How many reps did you get in? Doing arm curls and stuff? No, for being a dumbbell. Okay. Have you ever been to the gym, Orb? Yes, I go to the gym and I perform yoga. Oh, wait a minute. You do yoga. You do yoga. Yes, I do. Oh, so what's your favorite pose? Oh, there's one I do with my girlfriend. Oh, I can't wait to see this one. It's called downward doggy style.
Oh, yeah.
That's enough thrusting to the screen. No, this is my OnlyFans channel. Hi, guys. Okay, stop. No, what? Do you have another one? Yeah, it's called the morning grog. Well, how's that work? Oh, you just lay back and let the liquor flow in your mouth? It's really good for you. Oh, okay. Well, why not mimosas, Orb? Are you serious when you look at me? Oh, I'm sorry, Orb. I didn't mean to insult you. That's terrible. I'm sorry, Orb. Oh, it looks like you do a yoga pose, Ron. Really? Which one? The couch potato? Okay. That's not nice, Orb. My bottle's falling down. Hold on. Okay, Orb. You have a drinking problem. No, that's just not it. I don't know what to do with you. I really don't. Yeah, you know, actually for my health too, I've been adding chia seeds to my oatmeal for its benefits. Yeah. So have you seen any results? Yeah, I haven't grown one sprout. I'm working with a super genius here. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. Oh, you know, also, I hate this time of year. I don't know about you guys, but in Michigan, it gets really cold, and I have poor circulation. Oh, you're telling me? What, you don't like it? Have you heard of mittens? Your mitten? Your mom was a crusty old sock, your dad was a work glove. I know where they met, too. Where's that? At the Lost Sock Strip Club? Yeah, and I inherited this poor circulation from my grandpa, too. Too bad you couldn't inherit his ability to tell jokes. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. Oh, you just keep going at me. And you know what's terrible right now for me is I hate commuting to work, and that's bad since I work from home. Gosh, I wish you'd find a job outside the house. Now, why would you say that to me? You know, so I could have some time to myself to change the locks. You would actually do that to me, Orb? Really? Yeah, I find your mere presence insulting. Okay. What made you think you were going to be a great life coach anyway? You know, what was it? Oh, my life has been spectacular. Which part? Were you a peeping private eye or evil Knievel stunt penis? Or I was your life coach and running up your credit cards? Okay. I just don't know
Made
about
it back,
this.
back, guys.
Back.
Thank you.
Oh,
Yeah, there we go. Bye.
Give it up for Alisha Rayne, everybody!
Woo! Yeah, let's go.
Woo. Guys, I warned you. I thank you so much. I'm so sorry. My internet just crapped out on me. Everybody was frozen, and I apologize. You know, let's switch gears here. Valentine's Day is coming up. Anybody Netflix and chilling? Anybody? Anybody? Yeah, I'm single, so just Netflix. Yep, I've been watching a lot of Netflix lately, and a lot of medical shows is what I've been watching. And I noticed that on those medical shows, a lot of people go to the hospital for sticking foreign objects up their own butt. And you know, the thing I kept on thinking was, what do I get them from the hospital gift shop? You know, just a balloon that says better luck next time. Or maybe like a vase of flowers, but no flowers. Just a long stemmed vase that you can only get from a hospital gift shop. Yeah, but I think I'm going to opt for the balloon. But instead, what it's going to say is it's a girl. So, yeah. I've been thinking about starting to date again, but I'm a little hesitant because the last time I went on like an app and went on a date from like a Tinder, I didn't go well because my date brought his sister. So, yeah. Silver lining though, I never want to see that guy again, but I'm still friends with his sister. So it ended up working out. Working out just fine.
Baby, come here, baby dog. Come here.
I do.
What's that now?
Sorry, guys.
I appreciate an interruption when it involves a dog. I appreciate it. So yeah, I don't know if I'd ever go back on the apps again because everyone's lying on the dating apps. You know, all the guys are trying to make themselves not seem like serial killers by hiding the lotion and the basket. And all the girls, they're just trying to find the best angle. Oh, there it is. Yep, trying to find the best angle to hide my double chin. So, yeah, I just want to be able to cut the bullshit, guys. You like my blue cup?
Yeah, sure.
Fun. I just want to be able to cut the bullshit. I just want to be able to go up to somebody in real life and say, "You make me want to make poor life choices." I just want to get lost in you for 3 years.
Oh.
And then when we break up violently, start a raging drug habit that causes me to lose my job, my friends, and my family. My kids still don't talk to me. But that's too many characters to put on a Tinder profile. So what I did instead was put colorblind to red flags, and I've been getting a lot of responses. So going good. I've been actually reading a lot of romance novels recently. And when I say read, I mean skim, because just get to the dungeon already. Yeah, because you don't actually need to read those novels because all the storylines are the same. He's a vampire billionaire. She's homeless. So you don't need to read them. Don't need to read them. But there's a lot of different genres of romance. The one I will not read at all, though, are the Christian romance novels because they don't have any sex in it. The most spicy they get is at the very end of the book. They're like, and then they held hands. Yeah. And Jesus in the bedroom kind of ruins the mood. And the only time God should be in the bedroom is when you're finishing. So, but my favorite type of romance novel are the holiday romance novels. Like Love Under the Mistletoe and Christmas Mistress and Easter Whore. That's my favorite. Yeah, it gives new meaning to the words Jesus has risen.
Nice.
I'm gonna say something kind of controversial right now, guys. Just a little controversial. I actually think that Journey's "Don't Stop Believin'" should be the actual national anthem. Yeah. Yep. Because if you think about it, it already kind of is. Like if you go to any sporting event, the national anthem and Journey's "Don't Stop Believin'" play at every national anthem or at every sporting event, right? Okay. Second reason, you're standing during the national anthem and you're standing during Journey's "Don't Stop Believin'." You are standing because you're going to the bathroom, but you're still standing like an American. So, but yeah, a couple of differences. Okay. This is the main difference. When you're standing for the national anthem, hand is over heart, hat is off. Some people shed a tear. What a bummer. Okay, like that's so serious. I want to be celebrating, and what are you doing during Journey's "Don't Stop Believin'"? You're singing, you're dancing, kiss camming, drinking a beer. You can't drink a beer during the national anthem. They don't like it. I know. But you know what else you can't do during the national anthem? Shotgun a beer. You will get kicked out. Yeah. Actually, guys, I'm proud of myself because I recently wrote a poem. Yeah, I'm proud because I haven't written a poem since high school. And I was a very different person back then. I only wore shades of black. I had all the eyeliner. I wore so much eyeliner that I did start to get the nickname Raccoon. Yeah, it didn't have anything to do with the fact that I also had rabies. So, so my poetry was really different back then. Everything was shattered and broken, and the time was always midnight, and I was going through like a Nietzsche phase, So one of the lines in my poems was, "And I looked into the abyss and I winked." Like who did I think I was? But so my poetry now is different. I wear colors, letter A. I still don't have insurance, but my poetry is different. So I'm going to go ahead and read you my poem right now. Read you my poem. Walk the dog. Go to the store. Write a poem. I knew I forgot to do something, and that was donate that kidney. I hope Timmy's okay. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of traveling recently for comedy. It's been very exciting. I recently performed in Brandon, South Dakota. Very exciting. I didn't have a very good time though. I went 1 mile over the speed limit and I got pulled over by a cop. So yeah, the cops are kind of like eunuchs in that town because they are not fucking around. Yeah, I recently went to Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I didn't know this, guys. That is a hot, hot, hot air balloon town. I did not know that. I love it. I love a good hot air balloon because it's the perfect place for a marriage proposal and suicide attempt. So, yeah, a lot of times one does lead to the other, even when the answer is yes. So, yeah. Yeah, I love it. But I noticed like all my traveling that perception is different everywhere you go, so like in the Midwest, I am a solid 6. But I'm a stand-up comedian, so 5.5, right? Recently, I ended up going to Utah, and it turns out I'm actually pretty good at pretending to listen. Yeah. So I'm a Mormon 9. Yeah. Yeah. But I have a big mouth. Yeah, I can't keep a secret. Don't tell me stuff. Yeah, so I'm a prison 2. Yeah. Yeah, that was a lonely 6 months. Yeah, I ended up living in California for a little while, and that was interesting, partly because I didn't have a car. And that's a hard town to live in without a car. So I had to take the bus everywhere. The bus, or as I like to call it, a mobile fart. So, yeah. And it was interesting riding the bus because, you ride the bus, somebody, with a lot of bags, or like somebody who's pregnant, or an elderly person would get on the bus, and the person at the front of the bus would give up their seat for that person. Nice, right? And it was just so nice to see that chivalry was still alive on the Poverty Mobile. I noticed that in California, there are very healthy people there, a real sea salt of the earth kind of people. And they're so healthy that one time I was invited to a vegan potluck.
Oh.
Which was weird because I didn't think they ate food. So, yeah. If you are ever invited to a vegan potluck, do yourself a rock solid and eat before you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because when you go to a Midwestern potluck, there are casseroles as far as the eye could see. A lot of pudding-based salads.
Yes.
Yes, when you leave one of those potlucks, you feel so full, you kind of want to die. When you leave a vegan potluck, you're hungrier than when you arrived.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I think it's because sometimes it's not recognizable as food, right? One time I went to a vegan wedding, had a piece of the vegan wedding cake, and it was so dry, it was like eating a piece of ceiling tile laced with Trump-approved asbestos. Yeah, I took 2 bites, and I was like, man, I am a good friend. Yeah, but I can't really say much about that because I myself am a freegan. Yep, if there's free food in the break room at work, I will eat it. That's how I roll diet-wise. Yeah, I'm very unhealthy, so unhealthy that I don't remember what water tastes like. So, It's not good. My favorite food is fast.
Yeah.
That's also not good. I went to McDonald's recently, and based on the popularity of the McRib, they have a new sandwich called the McPorterhouse. Yeah, yeah. But it turned out it was just a mistake. So,
Hey.
yeah, I have been thinking about going on a diet for about 15 years. And I'm still narrowing it down. The last time I was on a diet, it was the Slim Fast diet, right? And you're supposed to have 2 shakes and a sensible meal. But for me, it was like the more shakes, the merrier. Get in here. I don't remember if it worked. And that's when it was original recipe, Slim Fast. So the only 2 ingredients were sidewalk chalk and more chalk. Delicious. Yeah, I've been looking at some diets, and I was looking at the keto diet, and immediately I was like, Keto, thank you. They have such a strict diet, they are jealous of vegans. Yeah, and I was looking at the fasting diet. Yeah, which is basically just anorexia with Jesus. And, that was his intention the entire time. Jesus looked at his friend Judas and was like, do I look fat in these robes? He thought to himself, I need to get back to my pre-baptism figure, right? So he went to the desert, starved himself until he hallucinated, came back a brand new Lord and Savior, right? Lord and Savior and diet guru. He was the Richard Simmons of Bethlehem. And it worked, guys. It worked. When he died, he looked so good. I was like, is this a crucifixion or a thirst trap? I can't tell. Yeah, no, I'm so serious, guys. That guy looked fit. Okay, he didn't just look fit. He looked CrossFit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, what else is going on? Ladies, have you ever heard the term easy as pie?
Yeah.
What a bullshit term. I gotta say, because you have to make the bottom crust, and you have to make the innards, and then you have to make the top crust, and sometimes it's crisscross. That's not easy. Not easy. What they should call it instead is easy as Rice Krispie bars. Yeah, because yes, anyone who's been late to a potluck knows what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Okay, so this question's for the guys. Okay, this is for all the guys. Who here has fucked a couch?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Sex with the sofa, diddling a Davenport. Who's fucked a couch?
Yeah.
No one here has been a high school boy, mischief in his heart. Who's fucked a couch?
Dude, I looked at the arm of the couch and got turned on. Like,
yeah. Yeah, but I'm still asking all the guys. No one here has been a middle school boy, second boner ever. No one's at home. Opportunity knocks. Who's fucked a couch?
No one here.
Are you saying cow or couch?
Couch. Asphyxiation with an auto.
It sounded like cow at first. Yes, it did.
All the time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just letting you know that if you are a parent of teenage boys, your couch has been violated.
Oh God, I know.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just when you start doing it as an adult, it hits a little different, JD Vance. It hits different.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to save money, you guys. I'm really trying to save money. And, so that means not going out as much. having to cook more at home, and that is not going well. I am not good at it. The other day, it's like less cooking, more science experiment. The other day, I tried to make frosting for cupcakes. What instead I made was antifreeze. Yeah, I think partly because I'm kind of a klutz in the kitchen. One time I mistook salsa for spaghetti sauce.
Ooh.
Yeah. And it was only later when I was eating the noodles, I was like, this is kind of spicy. When did ragu make a black bean and corn flavor? When was that? Yeah, I'm actually almost dangerous in the kitchen. One time I microwaved a tortilla for 8 minutes. And that microwave was never the same. Yeah. Weirdly enough, neither was the tortilla. But in the end, everything was okay. Like once the smoke cleared, everything was fine. Partly because the microwave was my roommate's. Yeah. Sometimes I wonder why we don't talk anymore, but they're just busy. But okay, guys. So I am terrible in the kitchen, but I can cook one thing. And what is that one thing? It's goulash. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Goulash, because it only has 3 ingredients: meat, noodles, and a can of tomato soup. That's it. That's it. It's so easy, and it has its own internal timer. Yeah, you can tell when it's done when you can't taste the metal from the soup can anymore. Yeah, we love tin poisoning in the Midwest. I read an article recently that stated heavy metals can be found in most dark chocolate. Scary, right? Like lead and cadmium and other Bob Ross paint colors. Right? But what it also said is that soft metals can be found in milk chocolate. So you can find Creed and Nickelback in a Snickers near you. You got I recently took a 23andMe test, and it actually turns out I'm a proud 3rd-generation terrible cook. That's right. I inherited it from my mother. She was also bad. The entire time growing up, I just thought that grilled cheese were burnt sandwiches. That's right. And that hot dogs had a crust. Yeah. But weirdly enough, the pie never did. So anyway, is that a good callback? I don't know. We're having a good time tonight, though, guys.
Yeah.
I noticed that some of you did not believe me when I was talking about the world's largest pheasant. Well, I have proof, guys. Look at that. Look at that. That is me next to the world's largest cock. Can you believe it? Guys, this has been a lot of fun. Sorry about that interruption and my shitty internet, but I'm going to go ahead and say if you're in the Midwestern area next week, I will be filming my actual special at Lucky's Bar. Woo! Thank you. At Lucky's Bar, downtown Sioux Falls, 8 p.m. Saturday, February 8th. And Tony Tubes, who was on earlier, he's actually going to be featuring for me on the show. So I'm very excited. I'm going to do one quick impression, and then I'm going to get out of here. This is my impression of every hunter ever. Turns out I was on private property the entire time. I'm Alisha, Rayne, you guys. Thank you so much for being in the audience. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Congrats.
Thank you. Thank you. It was a little shaky coming back, but we got her going.
We had you covered.
Yeah. So
We would have all just done another 3 minutes, all of us.
It would have just come in hot.
I just thought that your freeze was amazing.
Yeah, it was perfect.
I didn't. I thought something happened.
I thought, I thought you were long pausing, and I'm like, oh no, that's internet freeze.
Yeah. Well, you said it, and then I was like, I kept going, and it took me like almost 30 seconds before I was like, oh no, I am frozen.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I had a freeze right after you, so I don't know what happened.
I was terrified.
Yeah.
Well, hey guys,
Well,
I need to go do things.
can hear us. Twitch can hear us. That's a great thing. That's a great thing. Twitch can hear us. Let's get the full screen. Let's see if is my camera working right now? No. Let's get that fixed real quick. Let's get this fixed. Camera. Let's activate. There it is. There it is. Happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome to KO Comedy. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I am your tech tonight. I am Annie Dies a Lot. And before we get this show officially going, I'm going to go over just a few things that everyone can do at home to help this show go nice and smoothly. Very first thing, if you are here in the Zoom room, now's a great time to do it. Turn on, that's not right. That is, turn on your mics and cams. Let's go. It definitely helps the show if we can see you laughing, if we can hear you laughing. We know it's the internet. We know. It's okay if you want to stay anonymous. That being said, at the bottom of your screen, there's a reactions button. Go ahead, use that reaction. That way we can still gauge, if the jokes are good or not. Comedians definitely use your live feedback. So go ahead, give us thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever you want, Let's see. Twitch, you guys, and YouTube, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. We appreciate all of you guys. If you want to come hang out and be a part of the Zoom room, you're welcome to do so. That's right. Just go to kocomedy.com, sign up for the email. It's that simple. You'll get the link not for not just for this show. That didn't happen. But all of our shows, you guys, all of our shows. That's right. We do this all week. So come hang out. Sometimes we have Zoom exclusive shows. Sometimes we have specials. We just wrapped up Alisha Rayne special. It was great. If you want to go back, watch it. It'll be up there on Twitch for a week or two. And tomorrow we have another special. You guys, it is going down. Did I even set it up? I didn't. That's one of our special shows. That's the after party. Tomorrow? Well, sure, but we'll pretend that it's this. Well, tomorrow, you guys, 7 p.m. Pacific, Chirping Bird is still going down, but when Chirping Bird is over, we are going to continue the party with Sammy Cuts the Hours Budget. It is happening. Sammy Obeyed will be here, 7 p.m. Pacific, with a whole new hour, with all new jokes. So definitely, you guys, come on through. They're always a blast. You can find the link right here at kocomedy.com. You can also watch it over on Twitch. If you're here in the Zoom room and you want to hang out on Twitch, just go to twitch.tv/Comedy Hub. You can watch it over there. You can hang out with all the people watching it over there. You can also talk to the world's worst AI comedian. That's right, Laughing Larry, as usual, is in the chat, and he sucks. He's the worst. If you want to talk to him, just leave him a note at Laughing Larry AI, followed by your comment. He'll say something. It's not going to be any good. Bless those little AI's hearts. Yeah, sure. Okay. Okay, you guys. Next. This is a free show. You're so welcome. And we're so glad we can pump out as much comedy as possible for everyone. That being said, we still appreciate support, you guys. And we actually ask that everyone watching supports the comedians in every way that they can. The freest way and the easiest way, you guys, guess what? Give them all a follow. During everyone's sets, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to flash their Instagram handles both on my screen and down in the chat. Follow them. Follow them. You can see if they're going to be performing near you. You can see if they have new content going out. You can help boost their algorithm. We can all do a little bit of something to help the people we like and their algorithms get boosted. So come on, be a part of it, you guys. That being said, we won't say no to donations. We do take those. We take Venmo at KO-comedy. We also take PayPal at KOComedyShows@gmail.com. If you're watching on Twitch, you guys, we take those bits as well. Oh, and Abigail Hydrangea Brown is already talking to Laughing Larry. She says, Laughing Larry, will you be impacted by the Canada and Mexico tariffs? Question. Laughing Larry says, tariffs? Honey, the only thing impacting me is the price of whiskey. Someone needs to tell him he's an AI and doesn't drink. But that's okay. It's okay, Laughing Larry.
He's an AI and AA.
Yeah. Exactly. Good news for everybody. I'm an American. I'm a former wine buyer for a place that exports and imports a lot of liquor from around the world. And let me tell you, there's a lot of good liquor outside of the country. For all you wine drinkers, stop drinking your Napa stuff. Switch over to Australian wine. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. If anyone needs help, hit me up. I will show you the way. All right, you guys. Let's see. Oh yes, and I was talking about the donations. You guys, we also don't just take your money. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna put your name on the donation board. New month, new board. We keep your name up there for the whole month. I think tonight, since we're let's see, it's the second. Oh, it's Groundhog's Day. Tonight, every time you put a donation forward, I'm going to attach your name to something groundhog-ish. Okay? Let's go. That's how it's going. All right. I think there's only one more thing that I need for this is the most important thing, by the way, you guys. If you're not doing this, you shouldn't be here. You're not doing it right. Let's enjoy the show. It's going to be a good one. All right, you guys, let's get to your comedian, your host for tonight. Oh, my God, he put this whole thing together. You guys, look him up sometime. You can absolutely see his comedy special on Amazon Prime, and you can follow him at Casey's Comedy over on Instagram. You guys give it up for the amazing Casey McNeil.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. What a week. What a fucking week. I don't believe in political jokes because we know that's how that fucker got elected. I'm hoping that the whole Trump thing, the whole Trump era is just going to turn out to be the Mandela effect. Like I'm going to wake up someday and say, "Hey, remember when Trump was president?" And they'll go, "What? Never happened, bro." For those of you who don't know what the Mandela effect was, like half of the world believed that Nelson Mandela died in the 90s. They also believed some other things, like the Berenstain Bears were the Berenstain Bears were the Berenstein Bears, and they believed that Sinbad made a genie movie that was terrible. Yeah, everybody remembers this genie movie, but it never happened. So the theory is that there's people who come back from the future, right, to right the wrongs of the past. And that makes sense, like, Mandela or Trump or something. But do you mean to tell me Sinbad made a movie so bad it killed Nelson Mandela? It's a long way to go for that joke. Oh, is that my echo? That's a weird echo. Can you guys not hear the echo?
I think I got it for you, Casey.
What?
I got it for you.
Oh, you did? Okay. Here I am unplugging my stuff. So, yeah. Where was I now? I have to go back to the beginning. Hi, everybody. My in-laws have been making me crazy. I love them. But my mother-in-law has Alzheimer's, right? And my father-in-law just won't fucking die. He if he has that other thing that old people get that die, oh yeah, he's an asshole. He's blind. So my father-in-law is blind. My mother-in-law has Alzheimer's. My father-in-law has the worst attitude in the world. He wakes up in the morning, listens to AM conservative radio all day when he's not watching Dr. Phil, and then Fox News all night. And he walks around the house going, "What the fuck? Jesus Christ! What the fuck? Jesus Christ!" That's all he says all day long. What the fuck? Jesus Christ! And about 3 or 4 times a day, my mother-in-law get up from her chair and go, "Well, I gotta go home now," and head toward the front door. And she just randomly calls out, "Hello, hello," throughout the day. So my whole day, to a backdrop of Dr. Phil, is Jesus Christ. Hello, what the fuck? I gotta go home now. So, yeah. So that's what my days look like. And then I don't know if you guys have heard, but climate change has affected the rat population in Boston. Yeah, as if they needed any help. No, these fuckers, let me tell you how much they take over the city, okay? Every once in a while, I live in a tough neighborhood. Like, you can shoot a few holes in the wall if you want me to feel at home. I live like 6 blocks from where Whitey Bulger's office was. We get the rats. We get the rats in this neighborhood, the human ones and the vermin ones. And every once in a while, one of these little bastards would get in the house. So I come down the stairs the other day, and I look in the kitchen, and there's a fucking rat in the kitchen. Yeah, and I go, Jesus Christ. Then I hear from the living room, what the fuck? Hello? So I look at the kitchen. Now, you know what it was doing? You know what this rat was doing? Take a guess. Anybody can guess what he was doing. Eating, of course. What was he eating?
Cat food.
He was eating the fucking cat food. That is gangster. Are you kidding me? So I thought, oh my God. So I go down to the Home Depot and I go and I ask, like, hey, have you guys got any traps or something, for rats? And the lady goes, eating the cat food, huh? Are you fucking kidding me? Like these rats have got a criminal enterprise citywide. Like, and the rat, I swear, when I went in the kitchen, he looked at me like, your cat knows why I'm here. Yeah, Boston rats. My wife goes, oh, you can't do that joke. You can't do jokes about rat. You can't do a joke about a rat being in our house. I'm like, a rat eating the cat? Are you fucking kidding? That's an album side. I'm not going to pass that joke up. But it is dated. I probably won't get to do it very long. I like to get high and watch History Channel. They had recently a documentary about a famous labor strike in Massachusetts that happened 100 years ago. Now, Massachusetts was the headquarters of the making of clothes in the 1800s. All the clothes in America were made in Lowell and Lawrence, Massachusetts in the 1800s. So they had all these textile mills and factories and things where they made the clothes. And at the turn of the century, they went on strike. Do you know why they went on strike? Because the federal government, for safety concerns, reduced their working hours from 56 to only 54 hours a week. They were outraged. They went on strike. I would have loved to have been high on the wall when that happened, right? Like, oh, what do you mean? What do you mean 56 to 54 hours? What am I supposed to do with all that leisure time? I'm not just speaking for me. My 9-year-old daughter works here. She is going to be heartbroken. Look at her. Now, listen, don't cry, honey. Listen, let me tell you something. This kid can work 56 hours standing on her head, okay? Well, she could if it hadn't been caught in that loom last year. But listen, she's still got 6 fingers and almost full use of her left side. So we don't see what the problem is. Next thing you know, they're going to be telling us that the men have to make the same pay as the women. All right. That's a thinker, but I'll leave it. Yeah. So yeah, I like to watch History Channel when I'm high. I watch a show about aliens. You guys like the alien show? You guys like aliens? It's ancient aliens. They say aliens are everywhere. They're waiting to reveal themselves. Mike, you can be a lizard guy. We don't know. I always use poor Mike Ecker. Every time I do this bit, he's the lizard guy. I don't know if you have noticed that, Mike, but every time I do this bit, you're the lizard guy. So anyway. So, yeah, he might be a lizard guy. And then they got those little gray dudes. They abduct people and do that anal probing and stuff. That scares me. Not the anal probing part. What I'm scared of is I want to know if aliens have a sense of humor. I don't want to get abducted and travel 3 million light years without any laughs. That's like a Sunday night at the Comedy Studio. Something in the back of the room. All right. But if they do have a sense of humor, then it follows that they would have alien comedians, right? So I wonder what that's like. Now back from his intergalactic tour, it's Gornblatt. Hey, everybody, I just flew in from Earth, and boy, are my humans delicious. I tell you, I love those Earth gigs. If you've heard one anal probe joke, am I right? Where are my grays? Where are my grays? The lizard guy knows what I'm talking about. Oh, I'm getting the beam. I got to go. So, now, here's my real concern, all right? If aliens are waiting to reveal themselves, what are we going to do when that happens? Like, you think we have race relation problems now? What are we going to do when it's on an intergalactic scale? Like, we'll have to learn a whole new nomenclature, right? Like the lizard guy will tell you, Mike will tell you, they don't want to be called lizard people. They prefer the term reptilian overlord. And there's going to be all that controversy about who gets to call grays by the G word, right? I can't just walk down the street going, "What up, my gray?" It's like intergalactic cultural appropriation or something. No, I'm waiting for the day that a racist Boston townie runs into an alien gray on the street and asks them for questions, right? Like, "Hey, come here, you. Hey, Mr. Anal, Mr. Gray Man with the anal probe. Where are you going?" "Yeah, come here. I got some questions for you." "Where are you from?" No, you are not from Tewksbury. "Let me ask this question differently. Where is your mother from?" "Oh, Planet Reticula, huh? Yeah, I thought so. Let me tell you something. You can take that anal probe stuff and go back to your planet, off planet, some other planet, because we don't do that butt stuff here in Boston." "Well, we do, but not for science." All right, you ready for a great show?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we got one for you, despite all the important comics are here.
Yeah.
Beginning with this first guy. You might have seen him at Jeannie Johnston's. He lives around me in Massachusetts. Please put your hands together for Nick Gregoretti.
Yes. Keep it going for Casey McNeil, everybody.
Hey, yeah.
The host with the most. Rats in his basement. All right. It's as Casey can attest to, though, folks, it has been so cold. My wife has been begging me to get her a Canada Goose. So I finally caved. And now she's mad because the thing just shits all over the house. Squawkity, squawk, squawk, squawk. That's my wife. It's an impression of the goose. Yeah, she's pretty good at it. I love to drive and listen to music. And fun fact, if you listen to 103.5 FM on the radio, about 75 miles west of Boston, it starts to cut in and out. And it changes over to a religious Bible and verse station. And it sounds a little something like this. And we're live at 103.5 FM. You're with Terry the Nighthawk. Smith. That was Who Let the Dogs Out by the Baha Men. And who do we have next? But What by Cardi B. There's some hoes in this house. 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 I said certified free 7 days a week. And on the seventh day, God laid down his hands to rest. And he gazed upon the world that he created and said, "Bring me a bucket and a mop for this wet-ass pussy." Give it up for my Cardi B impersonation.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. Mike looked up. He's like, "Is Cardi B here?" No, Mike, she's not. It's just a very good impersonation. I know. It's I've been working on it a long time. I took a bus recently to sound more relatable. My mom saw me looking through my phone the other day. She said you have a lot of women with the last name Hinge in your phone. I said, "No, Mom, that's actually a German last name. Heinge." But they don't all look German, though. Some of them look black, Latina, various kinds of Asian. But they're all between 5'3", 5'11", well-educated, driven, passionate in their careers. Those genes run strong in the Heinge family. The Heinge sisters are a proud people. They are. I was on a date with one of the Heinge sisters a couple weeks ago, and for a German, she looked very Indian. We were at an arcade, and she said she wanted to have an authentic American experience. So we played a shooting game. Naturally, that's what it does, right? What else are we going to play? I have a bag of chicken tenders in my freezer, and on the back of the bag, it says, "Join our community." Calling Peloton a community is a stretch, folks. Now I'm supposed to believe there is a community of chicken tender enthusiasts. Like, your friends are so nice. How did y'all meet? We met at a chicken tender community event. Yeah, it was great. Tickets were just a buck. Wow, only $3 in this economy. That is a great deal. This is my wife, Tara. We met on Tinder. Tinder, given. And you all knew the buck joke was coming. Like, come on, obviously I'm going to make a buck joke during this. But I looked into it, though. They are real. You can find them. You can look them up on Instagram, #DTC. That's down to cluck. And they're pretty nice. Pretty nice people. I don't know if you can tell by my last name, I did just recently get back from Italy. I went back to see the land of my people, and the food in Italy. My God, you guys, the food. The prosciutto in Parma was so fresh. It told me to shut it the fuck up. Some fresh prosciutto right there. Came up, smacked me on the face. I was like, oh my God, that is some fresh prosciutto right there. I've been getting lots of compliments on my beard recently. What do y'all think? It's like a little faint now, but what do y'all think? Looks pretty good. Love for the beard, yeah?
Woo!
Yeah. I gotta say though, getting compliments on having a beard, it kind of feels like at the start of the pandemic when everybody told me I look better with a mask on. Yeah, so lots of compliments, most of them backhanded. One of my friends told me I look like Santa. Yeah, a lot of people have been asking me if I use Just for Men to get the grays. I'm like, no, this is just from childhood trauma. That's what this is from. Oh, and then one of my colleagues told me I look like a guy that has seen some shit. Now, personally, KO Comedy, I look great for 46. I'm 35, but I look phenomenal for 46. I'm glad most of you are sitting down because this next part may come as a bit of a shock. I'm bald. I'll let that come in. I know, Kim. I'll let that come in on you. Okay. And a friend of mine asked me the other day if I moisturize my head after I shave it. And I said, yeah, of course. Like when you're bald, dandruff is obvious. Okay. Like I go bald. I go from cue ball to Q-tip. Whoops. I give new meaning to the term frosted tips. Forget dandruff. I'm a dandelion. My head looks like the salt flats in Utah, just cracked and white and dry powder. Jeffrey Dahmer could cut lines on it. He really could. I'll leave you all to process that image. But, I had my cousins, Robbie and Clara, come and visit me pretty recently. They're about 8 and 6. And one of the cool things, probably the best part of having them over was I finally got to go to the playground across the street from my house. It's this ballin', let me tell you, it's this ballin' ass playground. I've been dying to go for 3 years, but you can't exactly go to a playground alone when you look like me. People stare and point, and say shit. Like, is that guy Vin Diesel? He looks like Vin Diesel. Don't let him near the cars. He is both fast and furious from what I've heard. But speaking of babies, I've been struggling with this one for a while. Maybe you can help me out. If baby shampoo is tear-free, why do they still cry when I throw it at them? Ridiculous. Right? Ridiculous. I don't know if y'all can tell by looking at me, though. I'm an HR consultant. Yeah, that's about the response it deserves. And you're probably all thinking that means he just tells people who to fire. And you are absolutely correct.
Oh.
No, what I actually do is my official title is HR operations consultant, which means that I design processes to move people around organizations more efficiently. Yeah. We used to be called human trafficking consultants. And then Taken was such a smash hit at the box office, Casey. Oh. And then Diddy had all of his parties, and Epstein definitely didn't kill himself. And now we're back to HR operations consultant. But, you know, even as an HR consultant, I do try to work comedy into my job, lighten the mood a little bit, you know. That is until my manager, Zach, will start to heckle me. He'll be like, Nick, that's inappropriate. Read the room. People are uncomfortable. And I have to be like, no, Zach, this is me time, okay? As I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, there's some holes in this house. There's some holes in this house. There's some holes in this house. All right, I've been Nick Rigoretti. You have been absolutely mediocre KO comedy. I mean, solid. You guys, mean, median, and mode. Mean, median, and mode right there. Getting back to Casey.
You know, I don't know if you guys have heard this bit before. Tom Cotter. You guys know who Tom Cotter is? He went the distance on America's Got Talent. He's a one line. He's a rapid fire one line guy, and he's really hysterical. And he has a bit where he talks about the outrage that came about "It's Cold Outside," the song. You know, it's cold outside, baby. It's cold outside, right? And how it's all misogynistic and everything. He said, meanwhile, at the same time in America, the #1 song was "Wet Ass Pussy." And then he reads the lyrics from each one and contrasts the two songs against each other for their outrage, you know. Anyway, what do we got going on the board?
Let me tell you. Here we go, you guys. New year, new board. Let's go. And as promised earlier tonight, every time you guys donate, I'm going to go ahead and put your name on something groundhogian. All right. Happy Groundhog's Day, everybody. More winter is coming. You guys give it up.
The Ohio guy said no.
Said no.
The Ohio one said no. I don't know what that jerking.
It means that we have to take the Ohio groundhog and let it face off against the Washington groundhog. Whoever wins in a battle to the death. That's how much winter we have left.
All right.
We'll go with that. You guys, shout out to Abigail Hydrangea Brown with the first donation of the month, dropping $12.50 on the board. Woo! Abigail likes frogs. I looked up groundhogs and frogs and found out that in Snohomish, Washington, they have an annual Ground Frog Day. So Abigail, I attached it to the ground frog poster. That's right. And also Abigail says that she gave a boost, Casey. There's a boost. Due to the new tariffs, she added 25% to a normal tip. So thank you so much, Abigail. We appreciate that. And you guys, we still have more awesome show for you. So if you want to get your name on the board, you can do it. It's really easy. We take Venmo at KO-comedy. We also take PayPal, KOComedyShows@gmail.com. And if you're with Abigail over on Twitch, you guys, we take those bits as well. That's right. And as you can see tonight, it's going to be groundhog heavy. We're going to put groundhogs on the board just for tonight. And while I've got your attention, you guys, as you know, we do this 5 days out of the week, 7 days. There's 7 days in a week, and we do this every day of the week. And you're all invited to come hang out in the Zoom room whenever you want to. You guys, you can find the links at kocomedy.com. Just sign up for the email. We'll automatically send them out to you. Sometimes we have Zoom exclusive shows, like on Fridays. We have the after party that is only in the Zoom room. That's right. We've got Lorna Batters, who's here tonight. She hosts every other weekend. Sarah Green hosts with her. We've got Bianca Red coming up this Friday, so come hang out. We also have a special tomorrow night, you guys. That's right. It is going down. If I can find it, I will share it with you. That's right. There it is. That's not it at all. That's not it either. Is that it? Is that it? That's it. Woo! I found the right button. Sammy cuts the hours budget. That's right. The creator of KO Comedy, Sammy Obeid, is going to be doing his thing tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Pacific, right after Chirping Bird Comedy with Mark Anthony. So you guys, fun stuff coming up for everybody. Come on through. It's enough of me, you guys. That's it. I'm done. Let's go back to your amazing host. Don't forget to give him a follow at Casey's Comedy over on Instagram. You guys, it's Casey McNeil.
Hey, it's me. You know, this tariff thing is really something. I can't imagine like us going to war with Canada. You know, like charging the border with flaming hockey sticks, right? Parading hostages around on a giant Zamboni machine and stuff. All right, you guys, you want some more show? I do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. This person coming to the stage. It's so funny how, you know, not knowing, like, I'm pretty sure I know what your pronouns are, but not knowing what people's pronouns are, it makes the awkwardest fuck introductions. It's like, this next thing, I'm coming to the stage for you ladies and gentlemen and things and other stuff that's entertainment. We have Kim Cook, ladies and gentlemen. Give her a hand. Yay.
Hello. Yes, she, her that has the DMV background setting.
Hey.
Oh, yes. Add some extra spice. So I'm Kim Cook, and my name is literally a command. Yeah. Kim Cook. Yeah, sure. Yeah. It's weird having the last name of something I do not do well. But I'm lucky because my husband, Andrew, is British. So he's cool with it. Yeah. Yeah. Like, it's all right, Kim. It's not like I've ever tasted good food. All right.
No.
Some of you might have had British food before. So we just celebrated our 14-year wedding anniversary.
Yay!
And thank you. We don't have any children. And here is what's weird about being married and not having any children. Nothing.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
What's weird is the questions I get about not having children. Like my friend Melanie has a litter. She's always asking me, she's like, who's going to take care of you when you're older? And I said, listen up, Melanie, 2 words. Cabana boy. Besides, someone once told me that having children is not all that it's cracked up to be. And that person was my father. And I'm his only child. Yeah. So it's hard because I have topographical disorientation, which is just a fancy way of saying I have the navigational skills of a potato. Mm-hmm. I've been this way since the womb. Like, my mom loves to remind me, like, you know, you came 2 weeks past your due date. And I was like, Mom, I wasn't late. I was lost. Yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I was just in the uterus with like a tiny tiny paper baby map. And I was like, okay, which way is south? Yeah. And of course it was a paper map because there was no GPS back then. All right. It was the 70s. And it was probably just like a little fetus me cussing because those fuckers are really hard to fold. All right. Bleep me. All right. So my mom said for those 2 weeks, she kept feeling me like moving around so much, and she could ever so faintly hear recalculating. Now the doctor was like, all right, if she doesn't come out soon, we're going to do a C-section, which probably just would have been me popping out, like asking for more directions. Okay. So I've lived in Grand Rapids, Michigan now for almost 3 years. Yes, you could feel sorry for me. I'm actually doing it by choice, but I still use the GPS to go everywhere, like to the grocery store, which is down the street, to the I have to go to, what is it, the restaurant, which is around the corner, and then even to my office, and I work from home. Okay, yeah. It's sad, but having zero sense of direction does have its perks, because I'm like a tourist in my own city. Yay!
Hey.
Even using my GPS, I get lost everywhere. Okay, my friends think I'm avoiding them when I'm late, but no, I'm just out here starring in my own survival documentary, like Kim versus Suburbia. Naked and Afraid. Yeah, I don't know why I'm naked. But anyway, spoiler alert, I don't make it to brunch, okay? So I don't bother with the GPS when my husband's in the car, because he's already set to British. And he's, got a lot of sass and unfortunately no mute button, okay? So it's like, turn right. Bloody hell, you numpty, turn right. I know. And this is really rich coming from a man who spent the majority of his life driving on the wrong side of the road. That's very American of me to say, I know. The nice thing about a GPS is it stays in the car. Yeah. It doesn't heckle you the next night at dinner. I can't believe you missed that turn yesterday, Magellan. Yeah. That's now his pet name for me, Magellan. And it's a miracle I made it here tonight. I had to drop a pin. Yeah. Or I'd still be stuck in that paper bag. All right. I just had a birthday and I'm in my late 40s. I'm in my late as you can get 40s before turning 50. Yeah. Which makes me a woman of a certain age. And it's weird being a woman of a certain age because there's certain stores in the mall I can no longer go into. For example, Forever 21. They kicked me out. They said, you're only allowed back in if you're accompanied by a minor. Screw you, Amber. But there is a store that welcomes us ladies with open arms. Can anybody guess what it is?
No.
All right, I'll tell you. It's
Talbot.
Oh, Talbot's? Yeah. It's Chico's, which coincidentally is also the Spanish word for mom jeans. And according to former CNN anchor Don Lemon, the store is also referred to as Amazon past their prime. Yeah. Now that I'm older, I've become a little bit less active, although there is one thing that's become overactive, my bladder. Yeah. I have an overactive bladder. I've probably peed 5 times since this show has started and 2 times since I've been on stage. That's right. You're in the splash zone. I do have some news that I'm proud to share. I am a very recent breast cancer survivor. Thank you. I did it for the applause on stage. No. But when I got my diagnosis, I also found out I have the BRCA2 gene mutation, which I like to refer to as BRCA2 electric boogaloo. Sorry, that is for my Gen Xers. But basically, these gene mutations make you more likely to get cancer or more likely for cancer to come back. And because of that, I opted for a double mastectomy. Double bonus. Speaking of 2 boobs, I had to tell my 2 bosses, Jim and Dan, about my upcoming medical leave. And it's weird because I tried to keep things light. And I was like, hey, guys, I have a couple things I need to get off my chest.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're taking it way better than they did. Once I started telling people I was going to get a double mastectomy, they said some crazy things. Like my coworker Lisa was like, "Don't you think you're being a bit drastic?" And I was like, "Lisa, I have breast cancer and the BRCA gene. Like, why are you acting like I just said, I am thinking about getting bangs?" Yeah. And then, oh my gosh, she's like, came back a little more sympathetic. She's like, "Oh, I didn't realize you had the Barack gene." And I was like, "Yeah, I have the Barack Obama gene. Yeah." Lots of hope and change to my body. Okay. And then my British sister-in-law was so funny. She's like, "Well, at least insurance has to pay for your new perky puppies." She sounds like British Oprah, like, "You get a puppy, you get a puppy, you get a puppy." And look, y'all, being a year out from 50, my original puppies were starting to take on the characteristics of an elderly Shar-Pei and a sad-looking Basset Hound. Think of the cartoon Droopy Dog. Yeah, like, you know what? I'm not perky. Bonus if you know that cartoon. So I was like, yes, I will have insurance pay for my new perky Pomeranians. That's the sound they'll make if you get too close. Yeah. And then someone else said to me, "Well, now you get to decide how big you want to go, like Dolly Parton or Stormy Daniels." And I was like, "Thanks, Dad. All right, that's my time."
Yeah, let's hear it for Kim Cook. Oh man, yeah, Michigan. I too, as you know, are from Michigan. I'm from the hickey redneck part of Michigan called Michigan. And Michigan is very fucking cold, you guys. It was like we don't have 4 seasons in Michigan. We only have 2. We call them 9 months of snow and 3 months of risky ice fishing.
Yeah.
But Michigan was discovered by Vikings. Did you guys know that? They found Viking artifacts in Michigan. Do you know what this means? This means that there were these people living in a desolate, frozen Scandinavian wasteland, right? They wanted a new home for themselves. So they carved out ships, traveled 5,000 miles across the ocean, ventured all the way inland to where Michigan is, and chose a new home just as fucking miserable as the one they came from. All right, you guys. The conservative, man, most all conservatives in Michigan. Oh my God. I went back when I was back there visiting, when I was doing my special. These guys were telling me, these guys I grew up with, actually, they were telling me, "We're very concerned about the indoctrination of our youth by liberals." I said, what? I said, "We're very concerned about the indoctrination of our youth by liberals." I was like, "Dude, your gun store is having a back to school sale." I don't think you're in any immediate danger. All right. You guys ready for your headlining comic?
Yeah.
She has a dry bar special out now, and you need to go look at it and share her clips that she gives you. Please put your hands together for Lana Siebel.
Thank you, Casey. I appreciate you. Yes, everybody go look. Thank you so much. That's very sweet. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, happy Groundhog's Day. That's like my favorite holiday of all time because it's just so stupid, right? Like we need something that comical. Yeah. So I'm in New York. We have Staten Island Chuck and Puxatony Phil. They're never, in agreement with each other. Yeah, they're very opinionated. And I actually, this is so dumb. Like I was really honest with you guys. It's my favorite holiday. When I was pregnant with my son, I'm like, oh my God, my life's about to change. I'm not going to be able to go out, out of town as much. So I'm like, I got to go see the groundhog. Like, this is really important. I got to go and visit Puxatony Phil. He's the big one, the big guy. And Casey, I actually called in to their like big organization like the day before. They were so pretentious. They were like, "Are you kidding me? You're trying to come to see Puxatony Phil the day before. You have to reserve tickets.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Like, yeah, right?
years in advance.
Yeah, this is like seeing the Pope, you know. This is like I couldn't believe like it was ridiculous. I never got to see him. Anyways, yeah, I did. I shot the dry bar. Thank you so much, Casey. I appreciate you. It's been great.
I've seen parts of it. It's hysterical, you guys.
Oh, thank you. That really, seriously, that means a lot to me. Because first of all, I finally have trolls. I think I made it, Casey. I think yes, yeah. It's I'm trying not to read the comment. There's like a lot. It seems like a whole group of trolls. It's amazing. I'm getting fans. I'm getting trolls. Just so many people watching it and commenting. Yeah, it was on YouTube, and they just, it's very confusing because some of them say things like, it's very general, so you can't take it personal, but it's like things like women aren't funny, right? And then it's like really personal. It's like, this guy stinks. Right? So I'm like, which one is it? Is it that... Are you saying that women aren't funny? Are you saying that I look like a guy, therefore I'm funny? Are you saying... this guy personally stinks? And also, it's just, first of all, there's a lot of people who've probably never gotten out of their mom's basement, but they have a dissertation about comedy.
Yeah.
Right? And how comedy should be, and the pace we should be talking at. And yeah, it's amazing how much they have to say. And yeah, and it's and like, there's dry bar, you have to be very clean, and a lot of the stuff I did is very, like, kids could watch. It's very innocuous, and it was so weird. Like, somebody wrote Zionist, and yeah, I couldn't believe it, because I'm like, first of all, it's okay to be openly anti-Semitic now. Like, it's not a good word. And also, I've never even been to Israel. Like, I think you have to go to Israel at least once to be called that name. Anyways, these trolls, oh my God. So sad. I feel so bad for them. But yeah, no, speaking of trolls, I love my parents, but I don't know if it's technology or, they've prepared me for the trolls, because, I couldn't believe I had so many people message me that I've, never even met, but they liked it and it was amazing. But like, I couldn't believe that, how much my parents don't give a shit. Yeah. It was remarkable. Like, I told my dad, when I shot it back in March, I'm like, Dad, this is amazing. They had me do hair and makeup, and it's shot at Angel Studios, which is like a legit film studio. And my dad looks at me and goes, okay, are they going to send you maybe a cassette tape? He actually asked my brother as well. I'm like, no, Dad, they haven't done that in like 20 years. He's like, it's okay. Maybe they'll send you a disc or DVD.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's right. I couldn't believe it. I was like, no, Dad, they haven't done that either. He's like, okay, I guess in another lifetime. I'm like, no, you're not going to get out of watching your daughter special because you think you don't have the technology for it. Like, it's so easy, right, Dad? It's on YouTube, right? Like, Dad, I've seen you watch YouTube, right? Like, I've seen you watch Shakira videos on YouTube. He's like, well, those hips don't lie. Yeah. Yeah, my husband is actually very supportive. He's been amazing. We just celebrated our 14th wedding anniversary. Yes, I know. Thank you, child bride. No, I'm Eastern European. No, but yeah, we celebrated, and honestly, like, we love each other so much. Every day is like a celebration. Yes, every day. Because my husband's constantly screaming and drinking and throwing stuff around. I mean, it's not confetti, but it makes an impact, Okay, that one's just for us. I told him that one day. He's like, I love it. That's hilarious. Okay. I guess that's just, you got to be there. Okay, so... yeah, so we're different religions, I'm Jewish, but I'm not religious. My husband's Catholic, he's not religious, but I do feel spiritual sometimes, right? Especially now, I think with everything going on, we're all trying to feel more connected, and I have been thinking a lot about this, and I've come up with this, guys. I think Jesus was a good guy, right? Yeah, I think Casey, I think he was a pretty good guy, because, like when people first saw him, a Jewish person that never complains. Yeah, they're like, I mean, this has to be God, right? And what a good guy Jesus was, because he had so much to complain about, right? Can you guys just picture this? Like his Jewish mother every day, right? She'd be like, Jesus, are you sure you want to hang out with those 12 bums and whore every night? I mean, carpentry, really? You sure you want to do that? I mean, maybe you can go into accounting. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, say what you will about Judas, but he keeps really good tabs on everything. Right. Okay. We got the Jesus stuff. Kim, I'm glad you're doing that. It's very important material about, yes. And I'm so glad you're okay. I also had so many of my, my grandmothers, a lot of people pass away. And I'm doing the whole testing. But I don't know. It does strike me as funny. Like, you go in to get a mammogram, I've been getting it in my 30s. And, you go in and it's kind of with the machines now, it seems a little like dumb, like, cause you go in and then like a machine, like squeezes your breasts, It does feel like AI is trying to fondle you, Yeah, I do feel like it's like memorizing, a lot of things. It feels. I'm like, is this what the future looks like when AI takes over and I'm forced into AI prostitution? Like, is this what's gonna? I think I'm thinking too far ahead. But yeah, and it's been great, with modern technology, but it was kind of weird. I don't know if you got this, but I got a letter in the mail, like it was the official, health state letter, and it was saying that I have dense breasts. Mm-hmm. Right? Did you get the same? All right, dense breast club. All right, You did, yeah. We're not bragging, but this really does. Women really do get this. And I don't know about you, but it did. Again, it was really great because they're like informing you that you have to go get more tests because the lumps might be anything. But it was funny to me because I didn't picture an official person writing this letter, right? Like what I saw, right? Yeah, Casey, what I saw is somebody, in a New York, maybe Midtown office, maybe a heavier set guy, an older guy. It's like a 1970s type office. And, he's typing away. He's got his suspenders on. Right. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. He's got, he's got like an old fashioned typewriter. He's got like, a cigar sticking out. He's got a picture of my breast somewhere. And he's like, dear Mrs. Siebel, you got lumpy breasts. I suggest you come see me more often, and, maybe you could wear something, a little more supportive because my floors have been swept, and also if you can wear some nice lipstick because I like a pretty face with those dense breasts, yeah. Okay, there's one more part to this, but I forgot it. Okay, that's right here. We're trying to remember. Okay, Casey, my whole family, like my husband and son, keep telling me, like, we'll never know if she has Alzheimer's. She's been always like this. Okay, So yeah, my parents, they're a lot. They're a lot. I worry about them. They keep saying their health is failing, but then they go on these big trips, these big excursions, so they 2 years ago, my parents go, right? My mom, she had a heart attack 2 years ago. And then a year ago, she falls and she can't get up, just like in those Life Alert commercials. Right. Yeah. And you would think somebody who's been through all that, right, would maybe go to like the doctor sometimes, right? Maybe take some kind of medication. Nope. What do my parents do? They both go to Aruba during spring break. Yeah. And I'm like, guys, like, I'm worried about you. Like, Mom, are you going to the doctor? Are you taking any kind of medication? She said, yes. I went to the doctor. She gave me very good medicine. I have not eaten in like 3 days. I mean, I will look so good in my bikini in Aruba. Yeah. So they go, they go during like legit spring break, right? Yeah. Like I'm talking, college kids, keg stands, funneling, 19-year-olds and my parents in their 70s all hungover on the beach, right? Yeah. And I'm like, guys, why can't you just go a week later? Because, during spring break, things are so expensive, right? The flights are jacked up, the hotels. If you just go a week later, it's a lot cheaper. My mom just gives me a death stare and she goes, this might be our last chance. Mm-hmm. I am not missing the twerking contest. Okay. There's like a lot more about this on my special, but what I want to get to now is maybe this is for the second special because boy, do they give me a lot. They came back, right? When they came back 2 years ago, they were like, we're never going to go again. We're never going. So this is 2 years later. A couple weeks ago, they go on a 12-day cruise ship with 6,000 people. Okay. Yes. And they're still alive. They keep promising that they're going to die, but they just keep on. They just will not. They went, of course, every time they go on these, because they go on these insane trips, they always try to save money. So they're not in good, conditions. And when my mom gets sick, like they come back and it's like, I'm dying. And then I'm like, well, we can't see you because we don't want to get whatever you have. She's like, no, I'm fine. You should come over. We're like, so, okay, you really don't care about us. But yeah, so they go and, quite the crew. Okay. So they go, my dad like explains to me, first of all, they describe it like it's some kind of form of torture. I'm like, you guys, you paid for this trip. Like you chose to do this to yourselves. And they go with quite the crew. I don't know if we have time. Maybe that's for the next show, but yeah, they go with my aunt who's a, recent widow. They go with their close friends. One of the friends, he's got intense Alzheimer's, and the friend's mother-in-law of his son. Anyways, for some reason, he kept offering his toothbrush after he was done brushing. And this is my dad just retelling me the trip. Yeah, this is, Casey, you get Alzheimer's jokes, right? I was like, did they stay in the same room? He's like, no, he just went through the trouble of going to her room and giving her the toothbrush. Anyways, I'm like, wow, Dad, quite the crew you went with. Sounds like a party. My mom was just obsessed with the buffet. I don't know. She just kept complaining about how it was too much food, but it was, it was like, why did you go? Anyways, we're going to figure out how to make this funny. Right now I'm horrified, but we will figure out how to, but yeah, no, they're back. My husband kept saying, maybe pirates. I'm like, no, we're not going to be. Even my therapist was like, you're not going to be that lucky. Pirates are not going to come. You're just going to have to keep setting boundaries. You have to keep trying to see them only once every 3 months. Like you can't keep seeing them. They're not good for you. I think we're done. I think this was so much fun. Wow. This is, guys, we really need this, Casey. I appreciate Kim. Everybody was so funny. Please, let's all follow each other. I'm Lana Siebel, Siebel. That's right. Yeah, because I don't know if you guys also know this. I'm an influencer. Yeah. Thank you, Casey. Yeah, that's right. My husband, he's deeply depressed. I influenced that. I did. Yeah. Okay, guys. Love you all. Thank you. So fun.
Yay, Lana Siebel.
Thank you.
You know, yeah, people think maybe I worry if people think I'm insensitive. Like,
no.
You know,
because you have to live with it. You have to live with that.
You gotta fucking laugh, man. You can't, you can't kill them.
No, you can't kill them. You're not. You tried. Others tried, but
no, it's funny. The older I get, though, the more serious I take those like Life Alert commercials. Right? Like I watch and go, I wonder how long it takes to come out. Can you just call them if you're lonely? I wonder. I swear to God, everything. I notice these things like about like, you know, worried about choking on a cherry if I'm on the road and shit like that. You know, you think about this stuff now. I get old. And I have the Apple Watch, and whenever I fall down, it says, "Oh, did you fall? You know, did you take a fall?" But it gets it wrong, and it just thinks I fell down a lot. So I'm always going, "Did you fall?" I'm like, "You bet your ass I did." You know, I don't want to think, you know, thinking that I didn't fall when I did. You know, I did, but I'm okay. You don't have to call anyone. You did that dry bar special 2 blocks from where I started in comedy.
Oh, wow. Really?
I did my first set in a comedy club called Johnny B's. It was 2 blocks away from Angel Studios, which wasn't there, of course, at the time.
Yeah.
And it's funny doing comedy for Mormon, you know, audiences.
You know, it was weird. I thought it was going to be, but even the host addressed it. There's no Mormons in the audience. I mean, maybe that night, but yeah, it was Provo.
Really?
They're more out in Salt Lake.
Oh
yeah.
God, because I had all the BYU students all the time.
Oh yes, I know. I know exactly.
One thing is nice. You never had hecklers. Like my impression of a Mormon heckler. Excuse me, you are somewhat less than we had anticipated. So, not quite the same. Well, this has been a fun show. Have you guys had fun? I had fun.
Yeah.
15 minutes early. 15 minutes early. How about that? Not too bad. Yeah, that's a little bit different. But I appreciate you all coming. Do we have anything else on the board? No. Would you send us more? Send us money. Send us follows. Follow us and share our stuff. Share the jokes. We don't just put that stuff out there because we like to have extra work to do for 3 hours a day. We put it out there so you'll share it. So please share our stuff. So we have been Kim Cook, Nick Gregoretti, Lana Siebel, and myself. Hi, Lorna and Andre. Hello, and shout out to Mike Egerginda, of course, William Reynolds, Evil Dave, iPhone, here as usual, Marie, Abigail's, Hydrangea Brown. We're so glad to see you over there. And all you Twitch people, please tune in to us next week at the same time. I'm Casey. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
Hey, thanks you guys for doing that. It was fun.
Thank you. It was so fun.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah.
Guys, doing more time in between all the comics because I'm